on, shut up. Didn't I say shut up? Bet that rooster will think twice before crowing tomorrow morning. Coffee's ready, guys. Let's start the show. Good morning, my lovelies. Happy Friday to everybody. Uh, Good morning, Sage. Good morning, Steph. Yes, please do hit that like button. Please, please, please. Oh, it's still dark there, huh? No, our sun is up already and the day has begun around here. Here, let's put this on. Ta-da! So everybody can see what's going on. No, our sunrise was a couple of hours ago and I missed it. I was still in a sleep coma, zombie state. How was everybody this morning? Yes, good morning, Steph. Me and Steph have already been chatting this morning. Having a good chat, too. All about the mysteries of the Conjuring House, guys. What are your opinions about what's going to happen with that place? And I don't know. I was, we talk about stuff, and I would think it would be great if the state would take it over and mark it as a historical homestead and turn it into a museum so people can learn of the history of the property and the surrounding area. I think it'd be great. Yeah, 'tis the month for zombies. That's all right. So I'm fitting right in. Good morning, Cree. How are you? Oh, poor stuff, sneezing and wheezing. I remember I went to the doctor's the other day, guys, right? And I haven't been going and I haven't been going out. So what happened last night? My throat started getting scratchy. I have a tonsil that's sore. And I said, see, I went to the doctor's and caught some kind of crud. So now I've been gargling with salt water and everything else so that I can try to beat this thing before it gets out of hand. I said, I knew it. I knew I shouldn't have went. Germ factories. Let's see. Can I suggest a video about it? Oh, about the Conjuring House? I don't know. There's so many stuff. And each one has just a little bit of truth, good information. She says it's too popular. Someone will buy it and commercialize it. I don't know. I think it's all up in the air. I mean, I had my ideas because I figured, yeah, the big timers would take it over and they would, use it as a big money source and exploit it. But I don't know. There might be something going on behind the scenes that we don't know. And maybe somebody's going to get it and put a stop to that. Well, I guess it's all just up in the air. Oh, let's see. If you were talking about Country House, Elton said in his last live that they were very interested and have been talking to the bank. Yeah, well, I don't know. Yeah, we're hearing all kinds of stuff. Hot lemon vinegar and honey with a shot of whiskey. That's what I was thinking last night, boy, because I got a little bit of Uncle Jack in the cupboard. I figured, let me take a slam back a bit of that. Maybe I don't know. Usually the warm salt water helps kill the bacteria because I always have a tonsillitis. And I haven't had it in the last couple of years and I don't want it. So maybe I can, beat it. I usually do. Hey, did you guys hear that Joe and Don won the lawsuit against them? Oh no, I haven't gotten caught up on that. Well, good for them. Cheerio. Yeah, the last one I just watched, maybe. Yeah, well, it is interesting. If you guys want to hear maybe a little bit of something updated, check out Angelina's last video, "Bad to the Bone Paranormal." She gets some of the inside scoop. I know a lot of people don't like her or like her style, but just watch the video and it might give you a little insight of what might be going on. Yeah, I need to get some more honey. I'm pretty much I'm out. I use honey for a lot of stuff. But I said, see, I knew it. Go to the damn doctor, and now I got something funky going on. Yeah, he came into Seg's live and said, as much as I'm waiting for him to tell us what happened. Oh, okay. I didn't catch the name. Who, Laura? It's Angelina, Bad to the Bone Paranormal. A lot of people, like I said, don't care about her style because yeah, she has a tendency to swear a lot. You just overlook that. But she does some really good research. And it was her latest video. She touched base. Pretty much the video is about what's going on behind the scenes, possibly what's going on behind the scenes with the Conjuring House sale. So just a little bit of an extra insight if you guys are interested. And of course, all one can do is just sit and wait and see what happens. I mean, if they do announce it and don't have the auction, then hopefully it's for the the overall good of the property and the public. Yeah, I know she didn't swear until the end of this one. Yep, she was good. Hey, I figured it's her show. She wants to say what she wants to. More power to her. But she does do her research. I got to give her that, and it was a good video. It made you look at it a different way, and maybe something else is going on. Creases, I refuse to watch her, but thanks. Yeah, like I said, a lot of people. She's not everybody's favorite, but if you're interested in some kind of inside scoop on what's going on with the Conjuring House, she's usually got a lot of the nitty gritty. I don't watch her that much anymore either. Just every now and then I'll catch something, but good morning, V team. How are you? I hope you are well. Need to push more juice. She'll be right back. Okay, Sage. Yeah, I mean, everybody has their opinions about whatever creator, and that's fine. That's fine. I mean, if you just, like I said, if you're looking for something a little extra, then it doesn't hurt to check it out. No one says you gotta, support the channel. Just, if you're interested, it's out there. Has nothing to do with cussing. She's also one kept saying that Jacqueline wasn't going after Jason and his family, and he was lying even though he had proof. Yeah, that's right, Steph. Yeah, just putting the info out there. It's up to you to choose if you want to check it out or not. There was the stuff going on all sides of that, and I was even, on a show with her when that crap was all going on, and when it got to the point, at first I'm thinking, okay, yes, she's wrong. What she's doing is wrong. But then when we realized that she had mental health issues, That's when I thought that they needed to stop engaging her directly and just let the authorities take over. Uh, because obviously she's got some really bad issues. And that's why Angelina started to defend not what she was doing, but defending her as a human being. Letting people know, okay, she's got some mental problems, guys. We need to, address that and take that into consideration. I'm not saying that what she was doing was correct. It wasn't, but I don't think she could help it. And so you got to think, you just don't engage with people like that. You just let the authorities take it over. And I think that what really got at people's nerves is that he kept saying he wasn't going to keep, entertaining anything on YouTube about it. But then the next thing you know, a video come out, and he kept saying it was just to warn other people. Well, other people weren't dealing with her, so I don't know. I think he should have just left it alone and kept it personal in the background. You know what I mean? So, and obviously, I mean, we knew that it was going to come to this point because she can't go back to Rhode Island. So I knew it was going to go into foreclosure eventually, because why pay for a property that you can't even step foot on? That doesn't even make any sense. So obviously somebody in her circle talked her into just letting it go. Almost ready to face the day. Yeah, I don't know if I'm ready to face the day or not. This industry is just like any other industry. People put on public persona, and then there's what their actual persona is. Unless you are in with these people, you truly don't know them. Exactly. Yeah. It's saying like it's not that I'm saying that I don't like Jason. Uh, I don't know him personally, so I really can't make a judgment call on that. But I do realize that he is in the showbiz industry. So there is a show version of him and then the personal version of him. And so we always have to take that in consideration. I always knew that Jan was going to lose the country house. It was a matter of time, and now it's up for auction. I just hope she gets help. Yeah, me too, because you obviously know that there's, from watching all of the interaction with other people and their videos and in the news, she obviously has some mental health issues, and all we could do is wish her well, and hopefully she gets the help she needs before it gets to a point where she actually harms herself or somebody else. I mean, and I get that, when Jason first starts stating that he was giving warning. Okay, you gave a warning once. You didn't have to keep doing videos on it. Just, deal with it behind the scenes. I get it. The woman was driving him nuts. But I don't know what was going on the other end. And of course, the old saying, three sides to a story: their side, your side, and then the truth. So I just leave it at that. Who knows if she let it go? Some people are good at lying in wait, and that's scary. Yeah. Well, it was documented that, yeah, she wasn't paying the mortgage, so they foreclosed on her. So, I mean, obviously, if you can't go back to the state where the house is, why pay for it? It was a huge debt, she incurred, and you can't run it as a business, to make up the money for upkeep. So it's a total loss. So yeah, you let it go. That's usually what a lot of people do. If they can't use it to generate an income, then it's a total loss, and they either usually sell it or just let the bank take it back. And if she's got deep pockets like she claims she does, it won't make a bit of difference to her, to lose it back to the bank or to the state. It may have been brought up, but does anyone know if she's had issues before the Conjuring house? I heard that she had a bit of a drinking issue, but this is all hearsay, guys. So I don't know. But I never heard anything about a mental health issue. So, or no. I think, yes. I'm sorry, my bad. I think that there was documentation stating that she did have a touch of schizophrenia. Whether that is truth, I don't know. Again, just an assumption by what you hear on the grapevine. Um, Again, I've never done research on the woman as far as her background goes. So she doesn't seem to want to seek help. No, usually people that have problems like her don't. It's very difficult to get them to seek help. If the bank is doing the auction, it meant she lost it. Yeah, she lost it to a non-payment of mortgage. Yes, he did. He's supposed to pop in this morning, so I figured I'd wait till he got in before I mentioned over 500 and celebrate with him. He worked hard to get there, so he deserves it. It's fantastic. If she's backed by someone, she can let it go. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. I don't know any of that. Yes, I was talking like actual incident reports, like legal reports about her. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They realize that there is an issue with her. And then when you just in general, when you hear the way she speaks and how she presents herself, it's there's something going on. It's not it's not normal. But then again, like I said, I've known people that have talked with her and said she's a wonderful person to talk to on the phone. Or so it's like a multiple personality type thing. So who knows? Who knows? It's sad. And after that, when I discovered that kind of stuff was going on, that's when I backed out of the situation. I gave my opinion, and I said that was the last time that I was going to be even involved in any of that because that's not where I belonged. Not where I belonged at all. So, and I had some good news yesterday too, guys. The happy with Bill reaching the 500, but I also sold something from my merch shop. My very first sale. I was so excited. Pretty much brought me almost to tears that somebody actually bought something and just supporting me in the channel. It was just fantastic. It was a real shocker, and it just made my day. So I could just say thanks, guys, for supporting me. You're letting me know that I'm doing something that you like, and it really meant a lot. It's the little things like that really, really hit home. It's great. Just I know exactly how Bill's feeling because you hit that spot. It's that sweet spot, the 500, and you're like, oh, finally. It's a little thing to some, but it's a big deal to all of us creators who work so hard to get there. You know what I mean? And like I said, with the sale of, it's just one sale, and it was like, oh, it was like I hit the lottery, and that actually somebody's going to have something that I created and use it every day. I just think it's really, really great. Yes, I was talking about actual incident. Yep, sad situation for everyone involved. Yeah, it is. It is. And I felt bad for both sides, but it's like I said, it didn't concern any of us. So yeah, we're all entitled to give an opinion about the situation, but as far as the rest of it goes, we just need to shut up and step back. That involved Jason and his family and her, and any of the other people that had paid for the chance to go through there, and she stiffed them and didn't return their money. That's all got to do with them. As far as us doing videos and all this other crap about it, everybody just, and I'm glad it's not out there anymore. We needed to leave it alone. It doesn't have anything to do with us. And whether or not it was still running or going, it's up to the individual. If they wanted to pay money to go there, that's their money, their loss, and that's the way it is. They've got to deal with it. Oh, thank you, Steph. Yeah, I love your channel and want to see you grow. Oh, thank you, Sage. Yes, I'd like to see me grow too. And each time I get a new sub, it's like Christmas. Oh, I always tell my husband I got another one, and he's very happy for me too. But it's difficult because the YouTube thing is you get some and then they take them away, and then just like Bill was telling me, he was unsubbed from my channel and he had to sub again. He goes, I go, it's a YouTube thing, because it's happened to me on several channels where I'm waiting, like, where are the notifications? Why aren't I getting notifications? And I look and, well, you need to subscribe. Well, I've been subscribed for over a year. What the hell's going on? It's the game they play. That's right. Keep it raw. Let's keep it raw, guys. So yeah, we all go through it, all of us, and it gets so frustrating. So when you get something, it's like I said, hey, somebody bought a coffee mug or whatever. You're like, oh God, you love me. You really love me. I'm going to have to get another cup. My husband keeps stealing mine. It's a good thing we don't wear the same size shirts. He'd probably take off with those too. Of course, he doesn't care. My husband, if it fits him, he'll wear it. It's just the way he is. Well, not raw in some situations. Well, no, yeah, I agree with that one. I don't know. There's some people that like that though, Steph. Weirdos. Those edgy folk. You do have some that do like it raw no matter what it is. Ouch. Bill still must be in La La Land. Of course, I don't know how late he stayed up with you guys, but I knew I had to go to sleep because I wasn't going to make it for this morning. Of course, then I felt bad because Jimmy went on, so I popped in really quick. Hey, Jimmy, I'm glad you're on. Hit the like. I says, well, I got to go to bed. Sorry. Of course, Bill's was an impromptu live. He surprised her. I'm like, what the hell? He didn't say nothing. And he said it was like a last minute decision. Well, not run some. That could be dangerous. Oh, yeah, it could be. But Steph, then there's some freaky people out there. Little freaky deaky shit going on. What is your take on commercialization of the paranormal? Well, my take is, to be real and out there and to be raw, I really don't see how you can do that. Because, when you've got somebody backing you financially, then you're playing by their rules. And anybody that does this or is involved in this plays by their own rules, their own way of doing things. As far as like investigations, like say you do, commercialize it and you get a backer and this, that, and then, well, you have to use this equipment, or you have to do this way, or you have to go here. And there he is. Oh, he's making coffee. Okay. So I don't know. To each his own, but I don't like it that, even if somebody come up to me and said, hey, well, we're going to do this, we want to do a show with you, what do you think? And I'd say, yeah, as long as I have to not have to follow a script. And, again, keeping it raw. I don't want to, oh, we have to do this because of ratings. Well, then I'm not going to be involved, because I don't want to put out stuff out there to people. People are so vulnerable, and they believe what they see on television when it's presented to them as real. Like all these reality TV shows, that's all BS. None of it's reality. And I just, yeah, if you got to follow the rules of corporation, then you're done. Oh, sure, you'll make money. And if that's what you're after, then, God bless you, Godspeed. But what we're doing, we're not in it for money. We're in it to find truth. It was nice to see Jimmy and Uncle Junk again. Yeah, I only got to pop in really quick. I think it's detrimental in actual real researching. Research people only do the research they see on TV. Yeah, see, you're right. It does. It just puts that knot in there that you can't undo. Is rubbing the beans to make his coffee. Yeah. It was really great to see Uncle Junk again. Yeah, see, I missed out on it. I try to stay awake, but then I pay for it. And then my next day is shot, because then I have to take a nap during the day to make up for the sleep that I didn't get. It's a big pain in the cheeks. Yeah, Jimmy goes through his loops too. I don't know. No, I love Jimmy. He's such a sweetheart. He really is. Doing the morning ritual prayers to the coffee maker. Yeah, I know. And doesn't it seem like it takes forever to brew in the morning? You're standing there, like, come on, what the hell's taking so long? It should be over with by now. Or you get it all going, and then you go into the bathroom, do your morning bathroom thing, come out, and you're like, what the hell? It hasn't even, there's not even a half a cup in there. Damn coffee maker. Let's see. It might be out there, but I honestly question the making of the Blair Witch. It had some sort of push on the way the paranormal investigates. Is now basically the faking out to make it look real. Yeah, I did notice that when they come out with that movie, which was brilliant, it really was. But then yes, it led people into a wrong direction. So yeah, I think it did have an effect on it. I woke up and hubby made me coffee, and the coffee poured for me in a special cup, and I didn't even have to move. Well, it's not right, Cree. Where was the rest of ours? I guess we're going to have a talk with your husband. I have to keep regular sleep schedule. My fiber demands. Yes, mine does too, Sage. That's why I have to take a nap every day, because I don't sleep. I get about 3, 4, if I'm lucky, 4 hours of sleep during the night. So I end up taking an hour nap during the day, because otherwise I am totally burnt out, or I flare up so bad that I'm in bed for 2 days. So that's another thing. People ask me, well, what's going on with your sleep schedule? I think it was Bill, actually. And I'm like, yeah, it's all messed up. I'm staying up later. I'm trying to, force myself to sleep, and I can't. And then I sleep for an hour, and then I'm up. So it really stinks. Did you guys hear the movie Chris made with Selena Spooky Boo? Did really well in theaters. Haven't seen it, but from what I hear, it's better than Sam and Colby's by a long shot. Cree deserves to be pampered. Yes, she does. Yes, she does. And it was so nice when I had her on. Her husband offered me a cup of coffee. So let's see how nice. It was a very nice man. You've had some fun backgrounds. AI. Oh yeah, AI created. Yes. I don't have time to draw. So and I haven't drawn in years, which is a shame because I you really used to love it. But I don't have time. So I either looked for put on there, spooky backgrounds or an AI thing. The one I got on today is just a spooky wallpaper for the computer I found. Thanks. I honestly he feels bad because of all the CG. Yeah, that's not his fault, but I'm sure he probably does feel bad. It's a terrible shame that he can't get better control of them. When my husband had his brain tumor, he would have them, and then one day he just had the grand mal seizure right in our kitchen, and that's when they decided that they had to go in there and remove the tumor. Otherwise, yeah, he would be on seizure medicine. He couldn't drive. He couldn't do anything anymore. So he went through it, and they got it all. Thank God. I don't watch those type of movies. I don't have any desire to watch them. Yeah, Selena Spooky Boo irritates me. I'm sorry. She's funny, yes, but yeah, I just something about her just gets to me. I love to draw and paint too, but it's awful busy taking care of me and the folks. Yeah, same here. Because I used to draw all the time, and I do paint usually in the wintertime as when I sit and paint, but I didn't do that last year. It's very calming and relaxing, until the dog comes up and jumps in your face. Because she'd rather have mommy play with her than mommy, have a little quiet time. Make sure everyone knew it was fiction and she wrote it. It's your ghost hunting's type. Oh, okay. Yeah, more power to her. I don't care for scary movies, not my thing. I don't mind them. It's just zombies are what I just something about zombies just grosses me out. So I don't watch uh, Paint Puppy. Yeah. She'd probably eat the brush. She's such a dork. Hobbies starting points are too many to spread around for them to remove anything. Oh, he's still in the hospital, Cree. Oh, what a shame. Yeah, apparently my husband, the tumor was it was there since birth, apparently. It was one of those like really slow growing, non-cancerous. So but when they did tests on it, what happened was after they screwed around with it, to test it and stuff, it developed a cyst on the tumor. And that's when the seizures started. It was pushing. And so yeah, he had to have it removed because he thought about, no, I'm just going to leave it. And I said, no, you're going to have it taken out because I know you can't not drive and work and all this stuff. You had no choice. I mean, the poor thing had a headache for months afterwards, horrendous headache, but he's glad he did it because now there's nothing going on. It's fine. It took me years to get over zombies. I'm just watching like snippets of the Walking Dead series. Fantastic series. And I love the makeup job. The zombies are awesome. But it just grosses me out when they bite into people and it's just oh God. I love to draw too. It's amazing how comic drawing stick figures can be. That's right. All drawings are beautiful. Good morning, Cynthia. Hi. So happy to see you in here. We miss seeing Cynthia on her channel. So she's come to hang out with us. We'll take it. Get your coffee and relax. Are you getting ready for work, Cynthia? I know that's what screwed up her filming schedule is the job. Damn jobs getting away with everything. That's right. Stick figures need love too. I used to draw for hours. You know, who don't have time for that? That was time in youth. I don't have that time now. My husband used to be really good at it too. And my son also, which was fantastic, but he just didn't interest him. So, they say if you don't use it, you lose it. So every now and then I will doodle something, but as far as like taking time to do my own personal backgrounds and like the stuff like Sarah does, I just don't have time for that. If I didn't have to take care of my parents and my own household and everything else around here, then yeah, I'd have all kinds of free time. But then I would use it going hunting down, cemeteries. I can't even draw a straight line with a ruler. Oh, that's terrible. Now, see, if you practiced, yeah, you could. You could. You got to give yourself more credit. It's in there, Cree. Dig deep. I'm doing great. No, today is a day off. Oh, yeah. And I'm sure it's a full schedule and it's your day off. Oh, what's a ruler? It's that funny stick with the numbers on it stuff. And all the little lines. Right. Yeah. See, yeah. Take care of like last night. I made meatloaf and I had to feed my parents, and then my husband got home. I got to feed him, and it's just there's just always something. And there's some days it's like, oh please, God, just a day for myself. Shit, Laura, when I found out today was Friday, about shit, I lost 2 days somewhere. Oh God, I did that the other day too. Cree, don't feel bad. It was the day I went to the doctor. I gave him the wrong date. I told him, I said, I'm lucky I know where I am right at the moment. Cut me some slack. Good morning, Pomp. How are you? No, they requires math. Math is hard. Come on, Steph. You use math every day. Oh, there's a little chirping noise. And there he is. Hey.
Hello.
And he fixed the avatar.
I did.
You're the boss. And now that you are here and everybody's in here, Bill, congratulations on passing 500.
Oh, thank you.
Rockstar.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
So we didn't want to brag about it until you were in here.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, that was quite the surprise, man.
Fantastic. All that hard work. See, paid off.
Yep, and the the watchtowers are getting close too. So, in fact, I could probably check that while I'm on with you. I think it's like 2,600, I think.
Okay.
So, I was actually thinking that the watchtowers were going to get there before the subs were. To be honest with you.
Well, actually, yeah, that's what I thought too, because you're getting some really good watch hours.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, it's great.
And then all of a sudden there was a huge surge, and then I was like, holy crap! All right, so then yeah, and I was like, all right, well, I'll take it. I thought there was going to be like a pinnacle where they both merged subs and watchtowers.
They would have been nice, huh?
Yeah, but I think it's gonna hopefully the watchtowers are gonna catch up now. So
and then you'll be all set, and then it'll be official.
Yeah, that'll be good. And then of course, and then this too. People might say, well, in the early monetization, you don't have to worry about once you're approved, like once you hit the 1,000, you don't have to reapply. You're already approved.
Right.
So that's cool too.
So I don't know. Well, that's my goal is 1,000 by Christmas. We'll see. Got my fingers, toes, and eyeballs crossed.
Yeah. Thank you, Sage. I appreciate it. Thanks, everybody.
But you know how that goes. You get it, and then you lose a few, and then you get some more, and then you lose some more.
I know. That's what I'm
Back
like.
and forth.
That's what I'm watching. So you know what happened? What was it? The other day, it went up to like 505, and then I looked, and it went down to like 474. No kidding. I was like, what?
Yeah.
Dude, that's a lot that they took away. And I'm like, what? YouTube's playing huge games now with
Yeah,
me.
they are.
And then it went back up. Like it's like they're like, all right, we'll give them back. Because then it went back up to like the 507. Now it's at like, I don't even know.
512, I think, this morning.
Okay, because it was 517. What is it? Okay, it's 512. So they took some away.
They
But
took some away. Yep.
it's like you said, the padding thing. Remember you were talking about like if
Yeah, you gotta hit, at
but I'm
least 10
still,
over.
yeah, I'm still like a little tentative
Yeah.
about this though.
Oh, well, hey, I feel the same way. And
Yeah,
I'm up to, well, let's see, actually, I got some new subs the other day. So now I'm back up to 556. And I'm thinking, oh, God, just don't watch it. Because all I do is end up getting nervous.
I
So
know. And so let me ask you, like, okay, what if I had my watched hours? Say I'm at 512, and then you get monetized, which I know it takes a while. Well, I'll ask you that question in a second. And then like you get down to like, say they take them away and you're back down to like 4.99. Do they unmonetize you?
no, I don't think you go below the 500 once you hit the 500 mark.
But what if they?
I mean, they'll take away the 1 or 2 or whatever, but I think once you hit the 500, you're good.
Yeah, but they did that to me because I was at 505.
Yeah, but you're not monetized.
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah, once you're on board, then I think it's good.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
But it's always good to have that buffer of 10 or so above, just in case. I mean, I'm not 100% sure, but that's what I heard.
Okay, gotcha. All right, that makes sense.
That once you're monetized, you're fine. But they still play around with the numbers.
Yeah, all right. All I know is I had a massive headache yesterday, and then I forgot to take medication before I went to bed, and I was thinking, nah, sleep will get rid of it. And so I woke up today and I have one again. And I was like, man, but I still wanted to do the show with you. So
Well, I appreciate it.
yeah, and I stayed up till 2, and it was probably like probably 3 o'clock till I fell asleep because I had a mess of trolls yesterday.
Yeah, I was still in there when you had the trolls. I was trying to. Oh, it's hard because I was on my phone.
Well, that's okay.
And I took out a couple. I'm thinking, what do I got to get back on the computer? I go, well, nah, Steph and everybody's in there. They'll take care of it.
Yeah, it's all right. I understand. Like everybody has lives to, and I don't expect.
Left it to all the other girls. Yeah, Steph says, oh no, Bill's giving us math problems.
Yeah.
Good morning, Leanne.
Math word problem.
Yeah, so the answer is a southbound train. I used to hate those. Oh God, did I hate those?
Yeah, I remember those.
What the hell's the train got to do with it?
Remember when Bart? Remember when I don't know. Remember the Simpsons? I know Steph will remember the Simpsons because I used to watch the Simpsons, but when they were really good. And Bart went into the accelerated school because he faked the answers.
Right.
And he had one of those questions. If they get off and then 2 get on and 4 get off, but then 8 get on and then 2 get off and then yeah.
Right. Yeah, I used to hate those. Yeah. Oh my God.
Um,
yes, they were on the trolls. Good for them.
Yeah, so it wasn't so upsetting. The first comment really pissed me off.
Yeah, I seen it on your face. That's why I told you to let it go.
Yeah. So I need redirection. So like obviously I guess I wear my heart on my shirt sleeve, I guess. And I've done that my whole life. And so yeah, things affect me. I'm definitely an empath. People, their like personas affect me.
Yeah.
And things around me affect me. I'm very
Yeah.
like perceptive to things around me.
And see, the trolls will feed off of that.
Well, they sure do. And because I was very attentive to the chat, and sometimes when I'm out in the garage, if that happened in the garage, I'd be really none the wiser because I would be busy.
Right.
Um, but this was different. Now, making fun of me is one thing. I don't care because I don't care what you say I look like and stuff. Because I I have an awesome looking wife, so say what you want about me.
Well,
But
you
that
were
first
smoking
comment,
in them flannel panties.
what's that?
I said you were smoking in those flannel
Yeah,
panties.
it's
Woohoo!
like, do I really care what people think I look like? I was in my pajamas. I really
That's all
don't.
right.
Exactly. So, but that first one really got me, and then that's what set me off because that really affected me.
Yeah.
I mean, that whole situation affected me. So, um, it, and I'm not bringing it up. I'm just going to touch base a second here because when that happened, I knew about that man before it happened. It's not like I was like, who is that guy? I don't know who he is. No, I followed him, and my
Ah.
children followed him. Like my kids watched his shorts and everything, and so yeah, that was
Well, then what the hell's his beef with you?
no. I mean Charlie Kirk. When the
Okay.
guy said about Charlie Kirk,
Oh, okay.
that
Yeah.
really affected me because I love Charlie Kirk. Like I was a huge fan of his. And then when that happened, and then when he said that about him,
It's just a dirt bag.
I mean, how evil. I mean,
Yeah, exactly. Because I said the same thing. Because I've heard people say things. I'm thinking, not for nothing. If you didn't agree with his politics, fine. But he's a human being.
and to say like I don't know, and I'll just leave it there. But anyways, that's what happened, and I I actually laughed about the one that said I looks like a cartoon character. I just thought it was hilarious, actually. But Steph got to it first.
Right.
And here's the thing, like once it's timed out, I can't um get I don't know if Steph is allowed to if she can because I think I made her like a monitor that like has full access.
Right.
And I think you are too,
Yeah.
where you guys can like hide them from the channel.
Well, yeah,
Not
we could
just
ban them. Yeah, we could ban them from your
yeah,
channel.
don't just time them out.
Yeah.
Hide them from the channel. Because I was trying to hide them from the channel and I couldn't get to them because they just kept getting timed out, and then they're like, "I'm back," and I was like, "Okay, I want to get you out of here." But yeah, anyways, but I was like, "Well," and I said, "Laura's had worse things said to her."
Oh, yeah. And I think it's funny. I don't care.
Okay, Steph said she
They don't make
delete.
my world go around. I don't give a shit. Oh,
So
see, I'm limited on my phone. If I was on the computer, I have more that I can do on the computer. For some reason, I don't know why, but that's just the way that works. On the phone, I couldn't delete them.
oh, okay. Well, so Laura, I was wondering. So if like it pops up, right? You can do
Hmm.
stuff. If you
Right.
scroll up, it's at the bottom. Did you do that?
Uh, yeah. Well, a little screen comes up and says what I want to. What do you want to do? Time them out or such
Yes.
and such.
Just so
Uh,
just so
but
you
on
know,
my phone, I doesn't always show up on there. So that's why I said, "Gee, do I got to get on my computer?" I'm thinking, "Oh no, wait a minute, Steph and them are in there. I don't. I'm not getting up."
because I thought that too. Thank you, Steph. Because I thought that too, and I was like, where is hiding the user from your channel?
Right.
And it was not there. And I'm like, what the heck? And it was only like the timeout spots were there and stuff. So I had to like flip upward on my phone because it makes it appear as if that's all you can do. So next time,
Okay.
yeah, next time try
I'll
that.
check. Yeah.
Yep, I think that's what's happening for you too. So
Because I'm thinking, oh, I'm here in bed. I said, I can't do this. And I got the first couple, and I go, well, I said, the other girls are in there. I said, because I was getting off. So you ended up getting more after the Charlie Kirk guy.
oh yes.
What the hell?
Yeah, yeah. Yep.
Boy, they were after you. So now you've made it big time because you
That's
got
what
the
that's
trolls.
yeah, Laura, that's what I said. I said, well, it's happened to Laura, and Laura says the same thing. I
Yeah.
guess you're not what did I say? You haven't made it till you get
Your
all your
trolls.
trolls. Yep.
But you still gotta beat the record. I still hold the record.
You sure do.
Aren't I lucky?
Holy, I know, right? It's like a record you don't want to have.
All you gotta do is just go piss off that guy Biff, and then you'll surpass it.
Yeah, exactly. Oh man. But then like I got a good one. Like that Canadian Vas- Versili guy, he subscribed to me and we had like a good convo. But
Right?
he also said he shared my channel out to like a group, and I don't know if like they were coming from his.
Oh, you never know.
Yeah, and it's just like you don't
Well,
know.
see, because the last troll that I had came from PDX's live.
Yeah, I know.
And I said, okay, I read this. And then I was checking her live. Well, there was a big fight going on over there. I'm thinking, oh, okay, this is what's going on. So now they're reaching out to people who have been in her chats. Cause I pop in every now and then and say, hey, Hammy, how's it going? I don't hang out because it's full drama and I don't want to hear that shit. But, I say hello to her, and be friendly and I get out. And I think that's how they connect me with her channel.
Right, I don't know. With Cree, what she just said, Cree, I don't get it either. I, I've had a few issues with some people on YouTube, um, er, uh, and I don't know if, but I think some people, to be honest with you, I really don't think that's what it is. But I think some people are bored.
Well, yeah, they got nothing else to do but cause trouble.
Yeah, that's what it is.
They hear, oh,
And
this guy's popular. Let's go pick on him.
yeah, and I'm not popular either. But
Well,
I
you're starting to get, and you're out there, and they're seeing it. It's just a random thing.
Yeah, and to be honest with you too, I've been in other people's lives. Like, um, there was like this black girl. She was doing her hair, and she had like 3 or 4 people in there, and they were picking on her so bad. And I came in there and she was really sweet actually, and she was like, "What should I do in my hair, y'all?" And nobody was in there, and so I was like, she goes, "Should I do one ponytail or two?" And I just put one. Nobody was saying nothing, and I felt bad, kind of bad, because there's nobody in there,
Right.
she's trying to make her live work, and I know how it is when you want
Yeah.
your lives to work. So I felt bad, and I was like, "Hey, how are you?" And she like looked over at her camera. She's like, "Okay, one, all right." And then so she started messing with her hair, and my wife's a hairdresser, and she's done black people's hair, and it's hard to do black people hair, and so she was like having trouble doing her hair, and her arms were up, and I was like, she had her arms up for a really long time. She was like struggling with her doing
Yeah,
her.
because probably getting tired.
That's what I said. I was like, your arms must be getting tired. She's like, yeah. She's like, yeah, bro, my arms are getting tired. And then she just put her brush down. She's like, I don't know what to do. And she's like, maybe I just put it off to the side. And I was like, you mean like a swoop? And she's like, yeah, like a swoop. And so then people started coming in there and making fun of her
Of
and
course.
talking about, saying like nappy hair. And I was like,
Yeah, just to be mean.
picking on her. And I was like, why don't you just leave her alone?
Yeah.
And they were like uh they were just being really mean.
Just to be
And
mean. Bullies.
exactly, Laura.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
I wanted to make her feel good. I wanted to make her like think like, oh, cool, people are watching me, and like I'm having a live here that like is going well.
Right.
Just like you want to do, and just like I want to do, and have like a good clean live where it's like a fun thing. And then like people just exactly, they don't know who she is. They just want to be mean. And that's
Yeah.
what it's all about.
That's
And they'll
what it's
find
all about.
anything to pick on you about. Like I looked like a cartoon character. Okay.
All right.
Yeah. I guess that's probably in their eyes a bad thing, maybe. I don't know, but whatever.
I had surgery to look this way, man.
I've been called a lot worse, Laura.
Me too. Who cares? But yeah,
Mm.
I agree with Steph is saying that. Yeah, you do still have to watch out because that's what they do a lot of times is they build trust with you and then they go in for the kill.
Steph, yeah, I'm aware of that. And
Yeah.
yeah, I said that. I was saying to Steph, like, you
How
don't know who to
dare he go
trust.
live?
Like I do sit there and like I'm cordial and I'm nice, but I'm always wondering in the back of my head, was this the same person that was doing that?
Right. Good morning, Mystic. How are you? Yeah, that's right. I have true followers. I love my peoples. You guys are here, always supporting me. It's fantastic.
I think it was actually Steph. Probably it was like,
Until like people like Beardo go on. No, I'm just kidding. Beardo's great. Everybody,
yeah.
you watch who you want to watch, but yeah, damn no.
Did you guys know that Steph has like multiple accounts that she does that, where she like trolls people?
Oh, she
Yeah,
probably does.
it was her.
She's goes in chats and says weird things.
yeah.
Like you look like a cartoon.
Yeah, she was like, Bill, you look like a cartoon character.
Right, or you're, well, you're rubbing your beans to make your coffee,
yeah,
stuff like that.
yeah.
We're picking on stuff, but she likes it.
I made Sage a mod last night too.
Wonderful. She
Yeah,
got wrenched.
she did. I gave her a wrench because I need the help, man. She's always in there. She's one of those she's like one of those people that you can tell who you like their demeanor that you want.
Right, that you'd want to do that. Yeah.
Yeah, she knows the way I run my ship, and so yeah.
I don't normally ask people because I don't know if they want the burden because sometimes it's a real pain in the cheeks.
Yeah, well, I know. I just gave her a wrench, and um
And then
you know
there's some that, hey, maybe you can make me a mod. And I'm thinking, nah, you're not mod material. So,
well,
but I don't
yeah.
say that. I just like, oh no, I have enough. Thank you.
Yeah. yeah, I exactly. Yeah.
Sarah went live today too. Really? Okay. The surprise live, huh?
Sarah Connor. Sarah Connor, come with me if you want to live.
Yes, I have a very important appointment today about getting some help with all of my medical expenses. I'm trying it. Oh, well, good luck. I know how you feel, Mystic. I know.
Oh yeah.
It sucks. And they don't let up.
Important appointment about getting some help. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
see, Steph says, yeah, she does it. I do. Oh, yep.
Well, Mystic, we'll keep you in prayer for that, man.
Yes. I know how you feel. It's just like, what bills can I afford to pay this month? It's terrible that, you got to be that way. Sarah's doing a members only. Ah, okay. Well, okay.
She always seems to go on when you're on. What's up with that?
I plead
Laura,
I
no
plead
comment?
the fifth.
Okay.
I plead the fifth. I don't know. I don't know what everybody else's schedule is. I was doing Tuesdays and Thursdays and I switched to, the Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. It was just, better for me that way.
Yeah, no, just do what you can do for your schedule. Don't
That's
worry
all.
about anybody else's, Laura.
Yeah, Beardo is doing a quick live to end the charity stream. He did fantastic with that charity stream. My hat's off to him. Fantastic. Over $10,000 they raised.
Holy cow.
That is amazing. So yeah, kudos to him.
What's the charity for?
It was a cancer charity,
Oh.
I believe. So fantastic. I actually I put that in the magazine. I gave him a page of congratulations. Because it's hard. I don't know how they do it. 24 hours. I would pass out. I know I would. You'd hear a thump. They would be me hitting the desk. So yeah, he did a great job with the charity. Wonderful. And hats off to everybody that did donate. It makes me feel bad. I wish I could donate, but I can't.
I know.
My budget is so tight. It's past squeaking. It's just sucks. And then you just feel terrible because you can't, so, at least I'm in there and I support, with, everybody in the chat. That's the best I can do. Oh, was it mental health? I thought it was, good morning, James. How are you? Yes, he did a great job.
Hello, James.
I'm surprised he's even awake because it's just it's bad to be able to stay up that long. Of course, he admitted, he said if he wasn't playing the games, he probably would have passed out.
Oh, speaking of games, I heard you talking about Uncle Junk.
Right? I missed it.
Oh, it was yeah. When I got off of here, I was like gonna go to bed because I knew I wanted to get up and do this with you.
Right.
Of course, I didn't. I watched Uncle Junk, and I'm actually sort of glad that he stopped when he did because he didn't. He cooked his fish and then he ate his fish and then he stopped his live.
Oh, there you go.
So Jimmy sort of did like a short live last night. Oh, because he had to get his son today, so he wanted to.
Oh, that's right. Yep. Yep.
Yeah. So
Well, I popped in after I got off of yours. I popped in quick because he went on,
yep.
and I said, "Oh, I can't stay. I just wanted to say hello, hit the thumbs up, everybody have fun," and I shut it down. So,
Yeah.
yeah, okay, yeah. Steph says yeah, it was a mental health charity. Okay, I
Mm.
wasn't sure if it was that or cancer. It was one of the two, but yeah, he when I last checked it, yeah, it was. I said over 10,000 because I knew it was over. It was over. It was like 11 something the last time I knew, so it's probably surpassed that. But I had to hurry up and put something in a magazine, so I just put over 10,000 raised.
Yeah. So that was it was cool. And then it was hilarious. I think the crash test dummy guy ditched Jimmy.
Oh, jeez.
He like left him, but that dude was hilarious. He was like acting like he was in a car accident, like he was like slow.
Right?
That dude was hilarious. He's like, Uncle Joe, Uncle Joe. Oh man, he was funny.
Very funny. James, work. Who needs to work? It's Friday. Call in. Sometimes you just have to do it. So Sarah's been doing a lot of what she calls Booyah Lives, where she just goes live at the drop of a hat. Oh, okay.
That's kind of what I do.
Well, yeah, because I didn't know you were going live last night. And then I was just scrolling through, and then I seen that you're live. I'm like, wait, why didn't I get I get the notification after you've already been on.
Oh, really?
I said, oh well, gee, thanks for letting me know now.
Well, speaking of that, I already told you this, but since we're doing a live, it's something to talk about. I they unsubbed me from you.
Oh, yeah, no, you told me that.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
Yeah, yeah, that's happened to me.
So like, but the thing of it is like you have like your regulars. I mean, I've been subbed to you from like day one though. Like I
Yeah.
would never expect to be unsubbed from you though.
No, it's happened to me too, where I've been, subbed from day one from a lot of shows, and I'm thinking, why aren't I getting notifications? And then I go check the channel. Oh, subscribe, and I'm thinking, what the hell happened?
Yeah, because I went to go find your live the other day, your Wednesday night, and I'm like, I just go over to my subscriptions tab. Usually when I go on YouTube and you're live, it'll be in like my feeds
Right.
if you're live.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, okay, where is she? Well, I didn't really think nothing of that. Then I'm like going to my subscriptions and looking for like the little antenna thing for you
Yep.
because you should be live. And I'm like, where is she?
Yeah.
So
I'm
then I
on
had to
there
like type
somewhere.
in to find your channel. And then I saw it says subscribe. And I'm like, I'm not even subscribed to her. Yes, I am.
Yeah.
Dude.
Happens to everybody.
Yeah, it's bull.
Steph wants to know how come no one goes live when Bill's live. That's because Bill goes live at really late.
Except for Jimmy.
Yeah, yeah, except for him and
But,
Jimmy.
but
Hey, God, Gail, how are you, sweetie? Hey, Roger, how's it going?
hey, Roger, how are you? And feral goth girl. Well, and that's not by design either. He has the same hours I do, really. So, but to be honest with you, um, like I'm like a mechanic. If you think of it, like, so we're like not like the genres are like different. So I don't
Right,
take
right.
offense to it, but like I don't know. I kind of think like some of these paranormal people are like, oh, she's going live. Well, I'm gonna do it to mess with you.
I don't know. It is what it is. Let's see. Hi, all. I may lurk for a moment.
No, no,
Just got
let's talk.
news from someone you know. I'm sure she'll tell you when she's ready to. I can't say more here as I don't feel it's my place to. Oh, okay, Roger.
Wait, what happened?
I don't know. He says he got news from somebody and apparently they'll fill me in later. I don't know.
Alrighty then.
Probably not, but I don't know. But oh, it's okay.
Let's see.
It's all good.
Be alert for a moment.
No Mystic. I'm sure you will know soon. Oh, so apparently we've got a surprise coming. I don't know.
Okay.
See, I can't watch when somebody else is live and then do my own at the same time. It's just too constricting, guys. It's like it'd be screwed up.
Yeah.
So I'm sure we'll find out.
Steph says, but you guys both do music.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know. But here's the thing, like, um, I kind of talk to Jimmy almost not on a daily basis, but like we're like so cool with each other, man. Like
That's
I'll
great.
like yeah, like we voice text a lot to each other, and uh yeah, so like I don't know, like I don't. He's not doing it to be like vindictive. He just and I'm not doing it.
No.
To be honest with you, I'm sure he doesn't really even know when I'm on. Like last night, he knew I was on, but he he's got to do what he's got to do. I've told him
Well,
that
yeah,
too.
everybody's got to do what they got to do.
Yeah, I don't. I'm not offended by it at all. Like he needs to like. I'm sure that like some of the revenue he makes, he probably has to pay like the his baby mama. You know.
Yeah, yeah. Well, yeah, because he's got a very tight budget too.
Yeah,
Jimmy's
exactly.
Jimmy's a sweetheart,
So
and
he
I know Sarah's been sick lately, so I think maybe that's she's trying to make up for what she hasn't been able to put out.
yeah. So
She's been having some medical issues, so
I really don't. You know, Laura. When I say this a bunch, I really don't care. And I don't mean that in a like a bad way. Like it's okay. Like uh, um, it's all good. You know. So
yeah,
yeah.
all good. Everybody's got to do their thing.
I'll be honest with you. The only person that I am very aware of that when they're live that I would not do that to is you.
Oh, well, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Yeah, like I wouldn't. Um,
Well, I couldn't miss you in your plaid panties, man. I just, it's
yeah, I was like, what?
I should have screenshot that one.
I know.
How was the sunrise, Sage? I hope it was worthwhile.
Oh yeah.
I talked to Jimmy about cassettes, 4 tracks, Porta Studios for an hour. Yeah, that's
Hmm.
when stuff was good.
Yep.
You never notice it. I know a lot of people don't notice it because maybe they're just not music people, but you got better sound from an album than you do from a DVD or a CD. I'm sorry. Yeah, it just I don't know. I just thought it was a better sound.
Well, yeah. From cassettes, you do because of the magnetic
Yeah, and so
analog.
people don't know what they're missing when they, with the old school stuff.
Yep.
That's why I like the setup that my father has because my father's got all that stuff to make music and so he has stuff for albums and cassettes and
Yep.
we don't have the 8-track stuff anymore because unfortunately we had it stored in the attic and you know what happens up there.
Yeah.
It all melts. Hello, Cheza. Hey, sweetie.
Hey, Cheza.
And, oh, she's a member for 2 months. She's a superstar. Should I, guys? Let's see.
Mhm.
Every time I press something, something goes glitchy. Okay, we didn't explode, so it's good. I appreciate it.
James, I have a Tascam 8-track that I still kind of use once in a while. I actually love it. It's got a built-in CD burner. So
Yeah, it's fun to go with the old school stuff. I mean, I've got a whole stack of albums and 45s and stuff, and I can't play them because I have nothing to play them on.
well, Laura, I actually
My turntable crapped out on me.
well, you can get this little they sell new ones now, the suitcase turntables.
Yeah, well, I don't
They're
have, can't buy it.
yeah, I
Sorry.
get it. I get it. Yeah. I understand. Yeah.
If I want to play, I could always just go downstairs to my father's. Like I said, he's got it all hooked up, ready to roll.
Oh, does he? That's cool.
And it was great, yeah, because he made the music for when I got married. So I had all of that. So that was nice.
Yeah.
and he did a little bit of everything to make everybody happy.
Cool.
It's a little drizzly this morning. It doesn't rain in the desert. Ah, a little drizzly this morning. I don't even know how it's. I know I got a warning about the white stuff though, guys.
Don't even.
Oh yeah, Bill. Parts of New York, so probably just up on the mountain.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking, no.
Leanne, I get that too. It says that something about, getting a live notice. And then I go to look and it says, yeah, it was streamed like 2 hours ago.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. And there's been a few where I gotta watch it. I want to watch that, and then you're waiting and nothing shows up, or you forget, and then you go back and you're like, oh shit, it's over with. I missed that.
No, James.
God, it's yeah. Coke. No, not around here, but yeah. Mother Earth's dandruff. There you go. That's a nice way of putting it.
Mm-hmm.
But they were saying that we were going to have it before Halloween. I'm thinking, oh God, no. I'm just not ready for it. I've got stuff I've got to finish. We had damage last year to our shed from the snow that we got that one day, that 4 foot that we got in 24 hours.
Oh, the shed you just put up too.
Yeah. I was furious. So we're taking that all apart.
Oh, really?
We're reframing it because the framework on that was crap. So we're framing it in wood, and we're going to have to put the roof back on. And so I'm thinking, oh, great. Just great. What I want to do. I don't have time for that crap.
Well, if you ask my neighbor, it's we're always going to have a bad winter and an early winter. She's always going, you hear what they're saying? We're gonna have a bad winter. We're gonna have a bad winter.
Yeah.
But last year was bad. And you know what, Laura? Elby, he sent me a picture of his shed, the one like that you have too.
Right.
And dude, it looked like a giant stepped on it from the root, the snow caving.
Yeah, ours got bent a little bit, and we had a little water issue, so we're taking it apart.
Well, so he lives up in like the Camden area.
Yep.
And dude, it was freaking pancaked. It was hilarious, actually. I mean, it was like sad, but it was freaking funny, man. It was like a giant was like smashed, like Godzilla smashed it.
Oh wow. Yeah, my neighbors was like that. Like a dinosaur stepped on it. Then we didn't even think about it. We make sure the snow gets off the camper and all that. And then I'm thinking, it didn't even dawn on me. Gee, maybe we should take it off the roof of the shed.
Yeah.
And for the money that we paid for that shed, I'd like to fold it right back up and stuff it right at the company's, what?
Yeah, I had one. It was a 10x10, and I'd never buy one of those pieces of garbage again.
No, we won't either. But at the time, we needed something because we had to store all of the lawn equipment and stuff.
Yeah.
And we couldn't afford at the time the wooden one that we wanted. That was like $3,000. I'm thinking, oh crap, I don't have that right now. And so, we went with, the metal cheaper, and that was a real bitch to put together.
Uh-huh.
And I almost took a hammer to it. I have patience just so long, and
yeah.
And thank God Joseph was there. They don't tell you in the instructions when you're putting the panels on that you have to pull them tight and then screw them down. Otherwise, it doesn't square up. Because we're thinking the damn frame, everything is square. Why isn't this fitting?
Hey, Feral Goth Girl, if you ever want to find some angry music, you should go to my lives.
Yeah, he's got it. I'm sorry you're not in a good headspace.
Yeah.
Is there something that we could do to cheer you up?
Have Laura sing some angry music or something.
No, my throat's not up to it this morning.
I know. I'd play some right now too.
There.
That was pretty good.
Ever since I had laryngitis last year, it screwed up my vocal cords. Good morning, D&M. I can't hit them high notes. I keep practicing, but it's just not coming back. It's pissing me off. Let's see. Last year we got so much snow it went through the second story of the building here. Yeah, we got over 4 foot and within 24 hours. It just kept coming and coming, and then it was what was it? Days afterwards, we just kept getting more and more.
Yeah, it's
And I
bad.
was thinking, oh God, when will it stop? But yeah, be careful out there. What was it? Rogers. Is it Rogers the one that said that they got a storm coming? Yeah, a storm going to be hitting the UK soon. Oh Lord, yeah. Well, our weather patterns and those storms have been really aggressive, really scary. We never had problems like with tornadoes and stuff. And now every time we get, a strange storm coming through, we get tornado warnings. I'm floored by that.
Hmm.
I see the last one it hit. Well, actually, the town of Ava was the last one hit when the last bad storm we had coming through here. Silver City gets a lot of snow, but Cruces was always snow all around us, and we all got it. It was icy winds. It sucked. Yeah. Well, it sprung up on my Mystic says, I was a soprano. I sing baritone. I was a soprano too. Yep. At once upon a time, I could hit those opera notes.
She's a
Not,
baritone now. Wow.
not no more.
Strangers in
Well,
night.
yeah, I could do some tenor and baritone, but yeah, not I can't hit that soprano note anymore.
It's gravity pulling those vocal cords down, I guess.
It's ticking me off because you're singing a song and all of a sudden you get a clinker or nothing comes out.
Yeah.
It's like, where the hell did it go, man? It was there. It was there. Oh, thank you, Steph. Steph gets the superstar.
Steph.
I got to come up with something that's got maybe noise or something.
Yeah.
I'm afraid though. Every time I come up with something, I get a flag or it screws crap up. So
Steph, are you at work?
all I know, it's on its way and it may hit the north of England. Oh well, tie everything down. Keep fingers crossed. Let's see when it did snow and the Christmas, the entire town closed down. Freaked my husband out for the first time. He came from New Mexico. Well, yeah, because they're not used to all of that white stuff. So it used to kill me when I had a friend. She moved from here to Georgia, and they got hit with like a dusting of snow. The whole town shut down, and you had people putting chains on their cars. And my girlfriend was just taking off, and they thought she was nuts. She went to work, and they're like, "What are you doing here? We're shut down." She goes, "For what?" Well, oh, this terrible snowstorm. She's laughing at him. She goes, "Are you kidding me?"
Yeah.
She goes, "In New York, we have 6 feet of snow. You still got to go to work."
Right.
I remember that one time, I think you were still at the lab with Mike and us over at Charlestown. We got
Yeah.
hit with that really bad snowstorm.
Yeah. There's a ton of them.
And then the guys actually ended up closing down the lab because it was horrendous. And I had to get a ride from Mike Pritchard.
Yeah. Oh, how'd that go?
Yeah. Oh my God. Because everybody told me don't ever take a ride from him. I was scared to death.
Yeah, he's a horrible driver.
All over the road. I'm thinking, oh my God, I'm going to die. I'm going to die.
Yeah.
He's just talking away like nothing's going on.
I
And we're
know.
all over.
Yeah, he looks over at you too.
Yes, yeah. And then the windshield wipers are getting all gummed up with snow, and he's reaching out and he's pulling at them, and I just
yeah. Meanwhile, and it's like he's going into the other lane as he's
and I'm just
pulling the
frozen
wiper.
thinking, oh, dear Jesus, please.
Yeah, as if the wiper like steers the car.
Right. Yep.
Yeah.
So then he finally brings, oh, thanks for the ride. And I said, that's it. I'm never getting in a car with him again.
So I got a story for you. When we were going on our way up to Montreal, excuse me. So we're going up. Obviously we're traveling north, and it's such a beautiful drive up that way. It's a 2-lane highway, and there's really nobody on this highway. There's a lot of people, but there isn't. It's pretty vacant, and he travels the left lane the whole way.
Right.
Just about, until I had to say something. So we're in the left lane. He's doing like it's 65 miles per hour, but he's doing 55.
Right.
In the left lane, the hammer lane. So we're in the left lane. People are flying by us on the right hand side, flipping us off, beeping at us. And I'm in the passenger side, so I'm looking over at people as they're flying by us, yelling at us. And he's like just talking and, going side to side, talking, looking over at me. And, he's talking like this,
Yeah, yeah.
and I can remember, being there. And then, when I went to the Rocky Mountains, oh, it was so beautiful. And the big redwoods. And when I was on the Nautilus, when I was a navigator on the Nautilus, I know when I was in the Navy and this and
Yeah.
that.
Just
And I
kept
would,
going.
hike the canyons there. It was just amazing. And my mother was beautiful. She was a beautiful woman, my mother.
Don't get busted, D&M. Yeah, I know. I always told him he needed to have his own radio show
Oh yeah, because he
because
could
he
just
just loves to talk.
he loved to hear himself talk. So he finally like looks in his rear view mirror and he goes, what this lady is flipping me off. She's on my bumper. She's just flipping me off.
I know.
And I go, well,
He's got
Mike,
no clue.
Mike, it's probably because you're in the passing lane doing 55 and a 65. And he didn't say nothing. And he finally moved over into the right hand lane.
Right.
And the woman like passes by us, gets on the side of us. She's flipping us off, and yeah, and then she takes off.
Road rage.
And he like got really quiet. He didn't really talk to me a lot.
Yeah.
He's like mad at me. Why are you mad at me?
Because you pointed out something. He doesn't like to be wrong.
No,
you know that.
I know. But I'm like, it's a hypothetical, but like,
I know we got to be quiet. D&M's hiding from his boss.
So
yeah, that's you don't want to get busted by the boss. Just you say that you're doing research. They don't know. But yeah, most places don't realize, we're used to snow. We're used to the ice. And, when there's a snowstorm, my husband goes out and drives in it to just screw around. Especially if we have a newer vehicle. He wants to know how the vehicle is going to handle the road conditions. So and I'm like, well, you're on your own. Because he scares the hell out of me. But he's damn good at it. We have never gotten stuck anywhere. I wish I had a mic. I'm always trying accents. I could do a few British ones. Oh, I know Bill's good at it. I could do a few, but not for very long.
Sage, that's a great question. I have to get a refill. I'll be right back, actually.
Oh, refill time.
Yeah. How convenient that she asked that.
It wouldn't be too hard. Can you do any American accents? James, the roof is the only way to accent your windows. Oh. Yeah, I think that's what it is. Our voices and stuff change as we get older. Which, yeah, I always loved being a soprano, but like I said, older, it's crap. Okay, James, we'll be here. It generally melts before noon. Yeah, no, once we get it and we get the deep freeze, we're screwed until spring. What does Mike have to do with any accents? Oh, our old boss, Mike, had a southern accent. So, and he loved to talk. He did love to talk.
You talking about me?
Yes, we are.
How dare you?
We're talking about you.
My mother was a beautiful woman.
Now, just get your butt back in that chair.
How dare you talk about...
She might have been a beautiful woman, but she couldn't cook to save her soul.
My mother couldn't cook.
He always told me how growing up he was starving to death because she couldn't cook at all.
My mother went through a lot of men.
Drink a beer and then drive a car. That's James's accent. That's funny.
That's New England accent. That's
yeah. A bear and drive a car.
Car. No R's.
A car.
Park the car down by the harbor.
Office party Friday at Sage's work. All right. Let's go. He says, I haven't tried my northern one yet. I don't want to get punched. Oh, well, what cracks me up, even just in the UK, there are so many different accents. Some of them you can make out, and others is like, oh, forget it. It's just not going to happen. I don't understand a damn thing they're saying. See, one year we had freeze hit us at -15. That lasted for 3 days. Pipe bursts all over the place, and parts ran out of. Oh my god, yeah. See, that's what I don't. That's why I don't like it. I don't like the cold. Pakika. Yeah, I know. Same thing in Canada. Depending on the region that you are in Canada, the accents are different. I just think it's chowda. Chowda. Newcastle accent is crazy hard to do. Yeah, it's hard. It's funny as hell. I watch these talk shows and these people are just yammering away, and I'm thinking, did you understand what they just said? I have no clue what they just said. The UK is so ill prepared for snow, 2 inches, and the country grinds to a halt. Oh, geez, it's terrible. No, here we get dumped on all the time. Everybody just goes out; they don't care, and they'll do it in shorts and flip flops. That tells you how crazy New Yorkers are. It's 35 degrees. Put the shorts on. Open up the pools. Time to go swimming. But see, like where we are, it could start off at minus temperatures, and then by noon it could be 75. And then in the evening it goes back down into the 30s.
Yeah, like right now it's got to be 40.
So yeah, so you have to have the full wardrobe out year round because you don't know what we're gonna hit it with.
Yeah, because I have the heater on right now in the down here, and I had to put a blanket on. What was that noise?
Ouch.
What, did you burn yourself?
No. No, I didn't.
um, yeah, I had to put a blanket on my little mulchie. He was up there freezing.
Yeah, no, it's 62 here.
Oh, is it?
It's supposed to hit 75.
It's always like 10 degrees colder here than it is in Utica.
Yeah, you're higher up,
Yep.
so. But they keep the snow thing is coming. I just actually just got it not too a couple minutes ago.
Oh,
Oh, 6 inches of snow forecasted.
what?
No. Of course, it's probably not here. It's probably the higher altitudes. But they're saying, because they gave warning about the freeze and all of that because of vegetation, telling people to cover up their plants.
That's crazy.
So I didn't even make it to the orchard yet. It can't freeze. It's going to screw up the apples. I could do good impressions because my voice is really neutral and boring. Oh, James.
I wonder if that's why I'm good at impressions. Because I have a boring, neutral voice too.
I don't see it that way, but okay. Steph says, I remember being a kid and having to get on the bus in a snowstorm. They never canceled school unless it was a blizzard. Now they have a chance of snow and they cancel school for the day before. Yeah, I know. We could be buried in snow. And, I used to walk. I didn't get to take a bus.
Yep. Same here.
And, you just sit there in the morning and wait, while your mother's making breakfast and you're waiting for the radio to say school closed. Everyone closed all around us. No, Utica schools are ready to rock and roll. I'm thinking, oh, you jerks.
Yep. Evil.
Damn.
The superintendent's home laughing and
Sure.
laughing.
But if it was pretty crappy, then my mother would keep me home. And I used to do that with my son. If it was really bad, because Joseph used to stand on the corner, wait for the bus.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, oh, no way, man. It is too cold out there. I told him, go back to bed. What are you going to miss?
Yeah, virtual high five, James. High five to the boring voice. I mean, the older I've gotten, the more like the lower it's getting. Like I listen to like videos and like audio of me like when I was younger. I'm like, listen to my voice. I sound like well, a nerd. I am a nerd, but
Oh, she did. She got sizzled. No, I didn't get sizzled. I almost poked my eye out, is what I did. I'm good for that. Poking my own eye out.
oh, that's good, Laura.
Hey, it's talent. You got to be talented to do that.
Yeah, that's true. Just aim.
Just, oh, I don't even have to aim. It's just the finger goes automatically to the eye.
Just point at yourself
That's all. And boink.
poke.
So let's see. What are we missing? No spoilers. Cree, I was really angry, mate. Oh, what did we miss here? Oh, okay. I have to ask, did Seg's live with Omar videos stress anyone else out or just me? I think Seg made a great point.
Oh,
And,
I missed what they're talking about.
they're talking about the Omar, how Omar, you probably never watched him.
Yeah, sorry guys, I'm out of this one. Go ahead.
How he's gone from, elite ghost hunter to now a religious fanatic. I agree with him. I think his numbers were going down. And I'm not saying that he's not religious, but I think he's using the God card to bring his numbers back up, because now he's going to get the groups that are very religious and they're going to sign on board. I agree. If he was legit about it, he would have removed all of his old videos. And he would have admitted that what he did was falsified and did it for the show. And that's not going to happen because he's still making money off those videos. So you got another one, Laura? You're still good. Omar brought up mental health and suicide and claimed only religious faith can help you. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. So I think I understand why he was upset. Because even, I mean, Sag admits he's atheist. But what Omar is doing is wrong. You're using the religion card to boost your numbers. And if it was legit, he would have removed all of the old videos and apologized to his people. I haven't heard any apologies as far as that goes, and the videos are still up. So it's just, it's just another ploy to get subs and members and money. Oh, she goes, oh, Seg was fine. I agreed with Seg 100%. I'm talking about that freaking video Omar put out. It really pissed me off. Oh, he's best not have used religion. Oh, no. They teach me. Oh, Steph, you didn't see it? Yeah, he did a video where he was sitting there and quoting Bible verses, which is true. It is in the Bible. But if you're going to go that route, then you need to do it 100%. And that's why I said he's using the God card to boost the numbers, because he was going downhill. He played out the paranormal. Then he went to the gambling thing with the casinos. That didn't work. So guess what's next? It's like when you hear people say, oh, they're using, the black card, the racist card. He's doing it as far as religion goes. And, people that are really, really strict into their religion, or you've got these wacky religious groups, they're going to cling to him because he is now, quoting scripture and saying how he's turned over a new leaf. And, it's like, he's playing it. He's playing it. He's got a lot of bills, man. He's got those houses to pay for. A big wedding is coming up. He's got to pay for. Yeah, he's doing the televangelist route. He's making money off of God, and people believe it is wrong. But you know what? It's, to be honest, guys, it's brilliant. Because if you don't give a crap how you make your money, that is brilliant. Because he knows that people are going to go for it. Like during Virtue, she totally flipped and denounced everything she did, stopped making cards and such. Yeah, see, I'm saying if he's not giving up all of the old videos, because as long as those are up, he's making money. So now he's got both sides of the card there. You know what I mean? He's still got his paranormal people because they'll watch the old stuff. And then now he's going to bring on board the religious groups. So, it is what it is. So I can see where Seg was pissed because I don't think it was right either. But again, we don't have to watch it. Exactly. He's always talked so BS line with religion. Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that he's not. He might be. But now he's using it for monetary gain. Because why else would he do that unless and put these videos out unless he didn't intend on making money on them? Now, to be honest, if he's going to be a good, solid Christian and a true follower, he would get rid of his channel altogether. If that's bottom line. Good morning, Raven. How are you? Seg was pissed. I was pissed. Oh yeah, a lot of people. But a lot of people also knew they know what he's doing. They know what he's doing. He's playing the system. So, and then I actually put that in the chat. If he was legit on what he was saying and how he felt, he would get rid of the channel, wipe it out, and and follow his religious beliefs and just live his life. When he brought up suicide, though, yeah, that's you got to be careful with that stuff. I'm not saying that the belief in God doesn't help you with suicide, but you also need professional help because there's underlying issues going on there. It's not like these people could just switch off, the suicide switch. You have to have help with that stuff. He built a house. He has a mortgage to pay. Yeah, that's right. He's got that huge farm that he's got to maintain. And him and his fiance are planning this big, huge wedding. Well, who's going to pay for that? All of his people. Where do you think it's going to come from? I will bet money Omar is an atheist. I don't know because he's always claimed to be a Christian. So I don't know, to be honest. I was going to say the same thing, Laura. If this is how he truly believes that he would shut down the channel. And, not even if he wants to do a religious channel, then yeah, shut down the paranormal ones and then do a religious channel, which is fine. But don't play it just, play the game for the money. Play it there because you want to spread the word and what you believe. He used all that money he got from his investigations into that farm and house. And he has the waterfront. Oh, yeah. Well, he was just saying how insurance and all that's really expensive there. Excuse me, because his rental property was just damaged by people that he had staying there. And so now he's got to repair that. Oh, is the new see? I didn't even need to check it out. The new channel is a religious channel. So see, there you go. He's flipping it. James says, if God is real, I'm sure Omar will need to explain. Well, all of us are sinners. We're all going to have to explain something at some point. So at one point or another, we all got to face it. So yeah, we'll see how that hot mess turns out. I don't know. See, they're saying the big channels can get away with stuff like that. Where do his profits go? To his church? I don't know. I don't even know if he's opening up a church. Who knows? If he is, good for him. More power to him. But doing things like what he's doing and putting it in the name of God is just wrong. But that's how those people make their money. Look at all these big mega churches. They're all about money. And then people get all bent out of shape when I'm saying, well, you really don't have to go to church. you know, you could practice your religion at home. They used to do it in the old days. So, but to each his own, 20 minutes till my appointment. Oh, don't get nervous. The Church of Omar does create. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not perfect, but I'm not selling faith like a timeshare. Yeah. But see, that's how those people make their money. That's how they make their money. Just like in the the world of the paranormal, where you've got the psychic mediums and the soothsayers and all of that stuff. Where they do the tarot and all of this, and they play it off as 100% legit, and they play on people's superstitions and fears, and they make some mad money. Mad money. Just like that one woman there from Jersey. Oh, here we go again. They're burning down the village. That Teresa Caputo woman. Come on, she's not real. I'm sorry. She's making a fortune off of that stuff. Sorry, guys. Man, it's loud. There goes my dog. Volunteer siren. Does your dog do that, Bill?
Oh, sorry, what?
I said, does your dog do that?
Well, no. First of all, we never get that going by the house.
Oh.
And he's no, he just barks sometimes, like when company comes over. He's a little guy, so he just yaps. Well, you've seen him when he came over, so that's
Big
the barking he does.
The tough fur ball.
Yes. He just acts. He has the Napoleon syndrome complex. Yeah.
See, I just saw a cartoon that made me laugh. A cop and bystanders looking at a witch crashed into a tree. Yeah, hexing while driving. I know. I think that's hilarious. Don't shiver and disgust, Mystic. It's just me. I'm that creepy. Oh, jeez.
So if this headache doesn't go away by tomorrow, I'm not playing guitar on my live tomorrow.
Ah, well, you better take something and take a nap or something.
I did. I took my medicine. I'm just making excuses.
Yes, I know you are. Suck it up. Suck it up. You'll be fine. And everybody's not going to expect perfection. I know you're expecting perfection.
Yeah, that's what I am.
That's the problem. You're expecting it to be perfect. I'm going to let you know right now, it's not going to be perfect because you haven't played in so long, and what you're playing isn't easy.
No, it's not.
And I'm not saying this to give you an excuse to back out of it.
Yeah.
I'm telling you that we're not expecting it to be rock star perfect.
I think I'm going to have to take my my prescription med. I haven't I haven't had to take that in a while. I think it's a stress headache. I mean, it's turning into a migraine, and if I don't get it in check now, it'll be a full blown.
Right. So that's what it is. You're stressing yourself out.
Yeah.
Go out and lay in the grass.
Thank you, Sage. Yeah, I have to do some earthing.
It works.
It does. It makes you feel better.
It's freaky, but it works because everybody goes, "Oh, that's bullshit." No, it does. It works. It's really weird.
I'll actually lay on the floor in the house.
Right.
Like because we have like a wood floor,
Yeah.
I mean, it actually feels better on my back, but it's getting up off the floor that hurts.
Exactly. That happened to me when my son bought his house and there was no furniture in the house yet. And I was waiting for them to bring boxes. So I'm thinking, okay, I watch something on my phone. I go, shit, there's nothing to sit on. So I laid on the carpet in the living room. Yeah, it was really funny trying to get up.
Yeah.
My knees were like, I don't think so. So I kind of like rolled over to the hutch they had in the corner and had to pull myself up. I'm thinking, oh, you pathetic old bag.
Hey, Steph, I did. I watched them. They're awesome. Thank you. And you need to check yours. I just sent you a message, so check yours. So there.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
na, 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 na. Did anyone see the homes of television? Oh yeah, those televangelists live in some multi-million-dollar houses. That's what I'm saying. That's money. That's not. They got it going on. They know what they're doing. But some of those guys are actually hilarious. What was the one I used to watch? They're the Cajun guy. The hell was his name?
A Cajun televangelist?
Jesse Duplantis.
Oh.
I believe. Oh, you gotta watch him. He tells
Thank
these stories. Freaking funny. I mean, he's all in it for the money too, not religion, but the stories he tells makes you die laughing. But I think that's what his name is, Jesse Duplantis. He's from New Orleans. Nolans.
Nolans, yeah.
He's from Nolans. Leanne says, I'm always perfect. Well, good for you. Great attitude. I know I always joke around and I'll say stuff and, like about myself. And I had a friend of mine say, you shouldn't do that. You shouldn't, put yourself. I said, please, I know I'm fabulous. I said, I'm just joking around.
Yeah, my wife doesn't like when I do that about myself.
You got to remember,
Because
you're fabulous.
yeah. Yeah, Leanne, I have not been. I said it the other day that I drink a lot of water, and I but was thinking about it. I actually have not been drinking a lot of water lately, and I need to.
Aha.
It's actually been in the form of coffee, and that's not good because caffeine dehydrates you. So
Brown water.
yeah, exactly. It's been black water.
Mystic says, yeah. Okay, so I'm right. Jesse Duplantis. I saw him live when I was a Christian. Yeah, he's hysterical. I
Oh,
mean,
she's got. Oh,
I
yeah.
wouldn't follow him, but yeah, he's hilarious. Oh, she's got to go. Okay. Good
Okay.
luck. Good
Yeah,
luck.
you got this. It's gonna work out. Okay.
Yeah, I'm sure it will. Either they help you out or you just tell the other people, well, I can't pay the bill. Get over it.
Can't get blood from a stone.
Nope. Send you $1 a month. That's all I can do. As long as you're making an attempt, they can't do a damn thing about it.
Yep.
Actually, I had somebody, I think it was a lawyer once told me, oh, don't, it was like small bill or something. And I was worrying about it. They go, don't pay it. Or no, actually, it was somebody at a bank. It was somebody at a bank. They go, don't pay it. It'll just go away in a couple of years. Don't worry about it. Like, oh, geez, okay. Hey, you should know. You're the bank guy. People tend to believe the negative over the positive. So if you're saying you're lame and boring all the time, even joking, people will believe it. Well, yeah, they could, yeah. But I don't say it all the time. But if I say something, I am joking. And I like who I am. And it's up to everybody else. If they don't like me, well, I'm sorry.
See, I find that kind of the opposite sometimes because, especially like, if I notice, excuse me, say like mechanically, if you ask somebody like somebody like that portrays themselves as incredible
Right.
and awesome, they usually aren't. They're boastful.
Right.
Um, they're usually quite the opposite. If you ask somebody, "Do you know what you're doing?" and they go, "Yeah, of course I know what I'm doing." Um, Usually they don't. But if you ask somebody, like usually an old timer, and go, "Do you know what you're doing?" They go, "I have no clue."
There you go.
They are usually the ones that are full of knowledge, and they sort of make fun of themselves, or like, "Yep, no clue what I'm doing. Nope.
Yeah.
This is coming out terrible, and it's coming out awesome." And uh, that's usually like the ones who are like that are very confident in themselves. That's what I find.
Yeah, in
Um,
a lot of situations, yeah, because they don't brag on themselves, so
yeah, that's
there's no reason to.
my experience. Yeah, they have that poise about them, that confidence.
Right.
So,
Well, because I've had people say, "Well, gee, something will be going on," or it was an incident there where a cousin said to her daughter asked a question. Well, ask Laura because she knows everything. I said, "No, I don't know everything, but what I do have is the knowledge to look it up. I never claim to know everything, or if I don't know something, I admit it. But I'll say, hold on a minute, I'll look into it and I'll get back to you."
yeah, my
So
daughter.
there's no excuse not to know something because we have the internet.
Yeah, that's what I. My daughter does that a lot. She'll be doing her homework, and she'll go, "Dad, blah blah blah, whatever," and I go, "Well, we have this wonderful thing called the Google machine."
Yeah.
And so I'll pull out my phone and I go, "And you have one?" She goes, "Yeah." And I think, I don't know. I think she wants just more to see if I'm not sure what it is, but usually if I don't have the answer, I'll come up with it that way. But yeah,
Right. There's no excuse. Oh, thank you, Sage. Like I have a niece, so always, Aunt Laura, I don't know how to cook this. I don't know how to cook that. I go, listen, you guys get the Food Network because she's in Missouri. I said, there's Food Network on your television. There's the internet. Look it
yeah,
up.
yeah. But I agree with her on that one.
No, if you
You
follow the recipe and you pay attention, you could cook it.
No, I would call it like that's different though, Laura. If there was something that I knew you know how to cook, I think that's different. Like, because you can't. A recipe is one thing, but if I knew like my Aunt Laura knew how to cook like awesome whatever it might be, like potato pancakes or something, I'd be like, I'm calling her, even though this recipe, I'd be
Right.
like,
No, I understand it, and I'm always willing to help. But she always. I said, listen, not for nothing. She took my advice, and
yeah,
now she cooks things that I've never cooked.
okay, gotcha, yeah,
So I said, it's not that I'm not willing to help. I am, but not for nothing. You've got all that information at the touch of a finger. Look at the recipes. Look at videos. See how things are done. I said, so this way you're never at a loss on how to do something. So say, like, how do you saute? What is that? Well, look it up. It'll tell you how to do it.
yeah, yeah. I do that all the time because I don't know what I'm doing, and um, not for nothing, but my wife doesn't always know exactly what she's doing. And I my wife would always say, like, "Do you know how to cook?" Well, then blah blah blah. Well, I know how to taste, and this doesn't taste right.
There you go.
And I grew up with a mom that actually could cook pretty good when she wanted to cook,
Right.
and this doesn't taste like the way that she made it. So, like, yeah, okay, score one you, but score two me. But like, I'm just like saying, like, so I would like cook, look things up like on how to do it, and go, and then I'd watch what she was doing, and I'd go, that's not how you're supposed to do it.
Right.
And I'm not like I wasn't picking on her. I would just be like, I want things to turn out the right way instead of like throwing it out in the bin,
Exactly.
because it's wasteful to me.
Sure, it is wasteful. So you got to pay attention. I always tell everybody cooking is, you have to pay attention. You can't throw something on the stove or in the oven and then walk off and go play video games.
Oh,
Cooking, you have to pay attention to.
word up.
Same thing with baking. You've got to be in the kitchen. You have to be dedicated to it until it is over with.
Word up.
And it's as simple as that. Not everything's going to come out good. It
Word,
might be a recipe you don't like. You'll be eating it because I've done that myself where I've said,
word,
oh God, that looks really good. And I got it from Facebook.
word up.
Tried it. Ugh. No, thank you.
I know, you ever like see something that looks like the picture looked great, but it like
Yeah,
didn't.
you make it and you're like, oh, this tastes like shit. What the hell is
Yeah.
this? And somebody else might have liked it, but we didn't like it.
Oh
So
my God, Laura. Got to tell you this. Last week, I think it was last week, I come down and the waft in the air that she was making wasn't all that great. And I was like, actually, no, it was okay. And I was like, oh, what are you making? I look in, I thought it was soup. She goes, it's white chili, she said.
Oh.
Yeah, you ever heard of that?
No.
Yeah, dude. Oh my God. She goes, it's turkey chili.
Oh, that's a double whammy, no.
Dude, first off, she's made turkey chili before, but it was never dubbed white chili. Or
Aha.
no, yeah, white chili. And dude, it was literally like off white.
Okay.
Oh my God, Laura. Oh God, it was so freaking disgusting. Even she didn't like it. Like,
Oh.
so we get it in like now I like beans. It had the beans out, like I pulled the beans out, and ate the beans because like I was hungry. I I was like so upset because like when you're want dinner and you're hungry and
Right.
then like you're waiting all like day for like something and then I like just didn't say a word. I just went in the freezer, got some like burger patties out, went to the grill and started grilling up some hamburger.
All right.
And she was like, "I'm sorry you didn't like it." And like I was like angry and I like really wasn't saying anything. Cuz when it comes to food, you know how you get like hangry and angry and all that.
Well, yeah, yeah, because George gets that way. When he's hungry, he wants to eat and eat now.
Right. So I was like, okay, don't like lose it because she didn't know. She wanted to try something different. And I'm
Yeah,
like, don't lose it on her. Like,
it happens.
so like I made my meal and like I like ate like one of the I made 3 patties. So I think I ate one of them and I started feeling a little bit better. I went over and gave her a hug and I said, don't feel bad, honey. She goes, I didn't like it either. I'm sorry. And I was like, honey, don't feel bad. I know you're trying to make something new for us. Don't worry about it. Um, oh, because she said she came out on the deck. She goes, you want me to make those for you? I'm really sorry. She like apologized.
Right.
And I felt bad for her because like I knew she was feeling bad. And so that's why like I wanted to make her feel better about the situation.
Right, right. Well, I mean, you didn't mean to be that way, but it's I get where you're coming from.
Yeah,
Hi,
because
boo.
yeah, because I was like thinking, why couldn't we just have regular
Regular
chili,
chili.
man?
Yeah, I know.
Don't fix it if it ain't broke, dude. I'm like,
We've all been there. Because if I change the meatloaf recipe, George has a fit.
oh, dude, exactly.
Why do you do that? I said, because I wanted to try something different.
I know.
I mean,
That's
it
what.
tasted good, but it's not what he wanted.
No, I know. I know.
Sage says she's made white chili. It could be creamy and spicy. She goes, I used ham and chicken in mine. I've never heard. I'm gonna have to look that up now. I've never had
Okay.
white chili.
Okay. So ham would have been good in it because it had almost like a split pea soup sort of consistency.
Okay.
But if somebody says, here you go, this is turkey chili. Now, Laura, what I just explained to you was like a split pea soup almost. And I
Okay.
put it in front of you, said, hi, this is white chili, it's called. And
Okay.
you're like going to eat this crap. And you're like, and you're like,
Crap.
wait, this is chili? And I'm like, yep. And you're like, this should have ham in it because that's the way it's missing ham. That's the way your brain is thinking.
Cream and sour cream in it. Yeah, I have to look at. I wow. And cheese, if you like. Did she have cheese in it, Bill?
Dude, I don't know what was in it,
I
man.
know because I know that she's got to be careful of her diet, and you
Yeah.
guys eat more like vegetarians.
Well, here's the other thing too. Madison now has anemia, and Madison also can't have any spicy foods because that's I should tell you guys she made it that way because our daughter can't have spicy foods. And I'm thinking, well
Okay.
then just don't make freaking chili.
Right.
Don't make chili at all. I'll be okay with that. Don't try like I'll make a Californian style type chili. I don't I I always break her chops because to me it's like a it reminds me of like a fancy Californian style meal chili. Like they have
Right.
Californian roll. Like we don't live there. Like don't do that. If we're gonna make a chili and then make our daughter something different.
Separate, different. Yeah. Separate it. Yep.
Exactly. Just don't make chili, okay? I'm
Right.
okay with that.
That
Oh,
sounds good, Boo. Mexican ingredients in the meatloaf. That must be awesome. See, I
oh,
can't do that because my husband won't eat it.
I mean,
She
Mex.
puts Mexican ingredients in her meatloaf.
Oh, dude, that does sound wicked
That
good.
sounds really good.
Yeah, it does. Because you know what? It sounds like it'd be like taco meat in a meatloaf, like a meatloaf.
Right, right.
Oh,
And poor Roger lives out of a micro. Roger, no microwave fan. Microwave is for defrosting and warming up. That's it. You got to cook something. I enjoy it when I'm by myself and I'm cooking for myself. Because I always hear people, it's just me. I'm not going to bother. Bullshit. That's the time when you get to make what you want to eat and not hear anybody else complain.
right. I don't like
I
my
go
butt.
all out. When I'm on my own, I'm like, oh, all right. When I make what I want.
Yeah, my buddy Elby, like he makes stuff all the time. He's making stuff for himself. Like I mean, he bought like just ground round or whatever, and he just fried it all up in a pan. He eats kind of weird sometimes, but he eats not weird sometimes. But he sent me a picture of ground burger, all like in bits in a frying pan, and then he put it on a plate and like doused it in ketchup.
There you go. That's what he likes.
Yeah, and like so he's always doing something like different. Instead of making it into the burger, he just fried the ground or whatever.
Right. Well, like when I have like leftover pork tenderloin,
Oh yeah,
what I do is I cut it up into little cubes,
yeah.
and then I put a little oil in a pan, and I add mint, dried mint, Syrian pepper, salt, and I get that all cooked up, hot, and then I'll add a can of fire roasted tomatoes.
Mm,
Then I add a cup of chicken broth,
yeah.
and then I add more of the seasonings, and then I add some Parmesan cheese to it, and then I add some penne noodles. And there you go. I've got just whatever pork, whatever leftovers. It comes out really good. And it's a way to use up leftover pork tenderloin. It's,
Yeah.
you got to be creative when you're on a budget and you only have so much.
Yeah, it sounds really good.
And it is really, especially if it's like really cold out, it's like a perfect hot meal. So it's kind of like, I don't know, like a pork soup, I guess, is if you want to call it that. But
Mhm.
it's really, really good. And then if George isn't eating it, then I'll add some like cherry peppers to it. So then you got a little bit of heat in there as well.
Yeah.
See, I've
Yes,
been.
Roger. Starving.
Anyone else hungry now? I know I had a pear for breakfast.
I'll have scrambled eggs.
Well, by the time we get off of here, it's close to lunchtime. So then, and I made meatloaf yesterday, so I'll end up having probably like a meatloaf sandwich.
Oh, I love meatloaf sandwiches. Ketchup.
Yeah. Oh no, mayonnaise.
Oh,
Mayonnaise and salt and pepper.
oh. I do ketchup.
I actually one of a few things my daughter can eat. I know your poor daughter. Say Steph's daughters. I just feel so bad for her, poor thing. Can't do anything without being afraid of being allergic or makes her sick. She says, I make a mango salsa, which I love mangoes.
Yuck.
Pull apart chicken in my bean pot. It's amazing. Yeah, nice, nice.
Hey, Steph, are you going to check your Discord or what?
No, she don't want to.
Yeah, she's not going to.
Just because you said so.
I know.
I can make a fulfilling meal with one chicken breast. Freaks my husband. Well, because they don't know how to do it. That's why. Yeah, I'll look in the refrigerator and say, okay, what do I got in here? And then by the time I'm done throwing it all together, we have dinner. It's just something we learn. You got to work with what you got. Right now, it's potato, this and that. Oh, they have nearly 300 pounds from the garden this year. Wow.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. I love potatoes too.
I need some potatoes. Send some over this way. I'd rather have rice, but I'll do potatoes. She says, oh, crap. Yes, I am.
Yeah.
She says, I love cooking. It's so relaxing. It can be, as long as nobody's in the kitchen to irritate you. My husband always gets underfoot. The dog drives me nuts because she's waiting for something to drop on the floor.
Yeah.
And the minute she smells meat, that's it. She's not leaving till she gets a piece. Yesterday, I fried up hamburger patties, fried bulked up hamburger patties, added a dash of milk and Worcestershire, cracker crumbs, paprika, and dried parsley, and then added some homemade ranch mix. Moist and delicious. Oh, see, I love it when people are so creative in the kitchen. I really do. It's great when you got the money, you could buy the top of the line stuff. But when you've got the bare essentials and come up with a meal that could feed a family of 5, you're a rock star to me. Because nowadays, girls can't even boil water nowadays. It's really pathetic. Most of the girls that my son dated in the past couldn't cook nothing. He had one girl, she used to cook eggs in a microwave. I said, that's disgusting. I don't believe it. So she was floored when Joseph made them breakfast one time. And Joseph made omelets and all, the whole 9. And she goes, oh my God. And I go, well, yeah, I taught my son how to cook. Because I couldn't depend on any of you girls trying to feed him.
Yeah, that must be. How about the girlfriend he's with? Does she cook?
Yes, she does. She's not really good at it, but she's trying.
Well, that's good.
And anytime she has a question, she always messages me. And I tell her how I walk her through it. And I said, if you need any help, just come get me and I'll help you. Because when they were staying here, she'd make stuff and, she used to stand there. I go, oh, it's not my dinner. It's yours. I made her do it.
Yeah.
And then I walked her through it. And so at least she's willing to try where the other ones no. Cree says, yes, I hate it when people come and bug me. Hubby wants to help. And as much as I love him, he gets in my way. Yeah, they're in the way, especially if you got a small kitchen. I wish my kitchen was bigger, but it's, it's like, get the hell out of here. I'm running back and forth. And you're in my way. Can you pronounce Worcestershire? It trips a lot of people up. Everybody pronounces it different. Worcestershire or Worcestershire. Worcestershire.
I say Worcestershire.
Worcestershire. 2 minutes to a meeting will lurk. I swear I wish we had able to to have sound in that meeting. I would just screw with those people so bad. It's terrible, I know, but that's what I would do. He'd be the voice in the background, say, and they'd be like, "What the hell is that?"
Oh, some people say cinnamon. They can't say cinnamon.
Cinnamon. Yes, it's very funny. Cinnamon is a good one too. Yeah, I know. Well, the people in the UK think we're funny anyway, the way we pronounce stuff.
Well, and they are too.
Yes, but according to them, we're wrong. So,
right, yeah.
Which is funny. It's really funny because actually, that comedian. Oh, what the hell is his name? He's very funny, and of course, I'm not going to think of his name.
Jim Carrey.
No, he's a British comedian.
Oh, I thought you said Canadian.
No, British comedian. Oh, what the hell's his name? I watch him all the time too.
Oh, you talking about the dude who did the awards ceremony there?
Oh no, not Ricky Gervais.
Oh yeah.
God, it's the other guy. What the hell's his name? Anyway,
the one who always tears the hecklers apart.
No. This guy's. Oh God, what the hell's his name? Oh my God, I can't believe.
Is he a stand-up comedian?
Yeah, and he's gone all over. He's even had the royal family been in his shows and God, what the hell's his name? Anyway, very funny guy, hilarious. But he was on a talk show talking about the differences on what they call things in the UK and what we call them. And he was making fun of like where we call it a waste paper basket. And they just call it a bin.
Right.
And he goes, it's like you have to we have to describe what's going in the object. Waste paper basket. It's
Yeah.
or when they say that they're going, riding, we're saying horseback riding. Like we have to tell them where we're going to be sitting while we're riding the horse. It's really funny.
Yeah. But
God, he's a really funny guy. It'll come to me.
yeah, they also um but what was I thinking about too? But they also call um they call like we call it a parking lot, they call it a car park,
Yep, yep.
so that,
I have a good time with that because I used to have a friend in England before she passed. God rest her, great lady, and I would always question her. Well, what do you guys call this, or what do you call that, or like we call it a sweater. They call it a jumper. Why do you call it a jumper?
well, and then car things so like the front fenders on a car, they're a fender for us, like it fends away like stones and stuff.
Okay.
They call them wings.
Oh, do they? I didn't
Yeah,
know
so
that.
that makes no sense. So if they want to get into like
Oh
a
my
tit for
god.
tat, airplanes have wings, and then a hood, which they call it a bonnet on a car.
Yeah.
Um,
I forgot. They don't call it a trunk either. What do they call it?
a boot.
A boot. Okay.
Yeah.
It's
So they
funny.
have their quirks too.
Yeah.
So
Or when we call it like, the heater or the air conditioner that say you turn on, or like the defrost in the car, they call it the blower. We turn on the blower and I'm like, okay.
yeah, that's true. But like we also still call it the blower motor
I,
also,
I know
but
we've
we don't
always
say
called it
turn
the
on the blower
defrost.
motor. But yeah, we'll say turn on the defrost. Yeah.
Never turn on the rear defrost until your car warms up.
Yeah, Blueberry, like aluminum and aluminium.
Yeah, I know. That's funny.
So when Pinky is on, like on my lives, like I'll
Right.
make sure if I'm in the garage, I'll say like, and this is aluminum, and for you, Europeans, or this is aluminium.
I just get a big kick out of it. It's so funny.
But you ever see the Saturday Night Live with when George Washington was setting up the New World?
I don't remember.
Oh, Laura, I'll have to send that to you. It's hilarious how they're like talking about how they're going to change from all the metric system to the New World,
Right.
and from uh Celsius to Fahrenheit.
Vitamins. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Oh, vitamins, yeah.
Vitamins. Go ahead.
I'm gonna have to send that to you. It's it
Yeah, I don't remember.
the skit is so funny. It's relatively new, like in the past 5 years. It's so
Oh, then I
funny.
didn't see it. Yeah.
And then um
Okay, Steph.
yeah.
She's leaving it alone. I know we opened the door for that one. She's leaving it alone. What I don't understand is how their money works. I'm still confused about that. Because there's something in like whatever 10 and 6 pence. What the hell is a pence? What is I don't know. Like I said, I still don't understand the pound and all of that. And
Well, the
I always
pound
got I always got to look it up because I don't know.
well, a pound is $1 is a dollar. And usually their pound is worth about sometimes it's like worth $1.40 compared to ours. Like their pound is always worth more than
Yeah, I always got to
ours.
look it up. I'm so confused. So I'd be screwed if I went over there. Oh, say that like a guinea. What the hell is a guinea? Guinea here is something else.
I never heard that for
Yeah, I've
years.
heard that. A guinea here is an Italian.
Um, a pence isn't that like a penny?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I'm so confused. So I always got to look it up.
Yeah, a pence I think is a penny. But
The struggle is real here, people. Yeah, I know it is. Same thing, like, the discussion always goes like between, all right, you guys have fish and chips. Well, we don't call them chips, we call them French fries.
Yeah. So we have fish fries here, and then you
Yeah,
always know that it's going to come with French fries.
right. French fries and macaroni salad, or coleslaw.
Yeah.
A guinea here is a bird. Oh my God. See,
Yeah. Guinea here is an Italian dude
yeah, it's an Italian. Damn guinea.
driving around in an IROC Z.
Yeah, with a gold chain and the
Yeah.
pepper hanging from the window.
Yeah. Wearing an Italian horn, gold chain.
That is so funny.
Yeah.
Cross-eyed cards took that away. Just tap or swipe and go great until you see your bank balance. Just tap or swipe. Oh, all right. There you go. Yeah, because like I said, you go to these other countries and the money is what screws me up. I rarely hear anyone say guinea over there anymore. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. When I see these videos, I'm thinking, and these people are talking money, I'm thinking, what the hell is that? Is it a different name just for the same thing? Or I don't know. That's what's confusing to me. Let's see. When people found out that it takes almost 4 liters to make a gallon, they lost their shit and demanded they return to normal. Yeah, that's confusing to me too, because we don't use the metric system here.
Oh, that's another thing, Laura, too. I'm gonna send that to you for the that Saturday Night Live skit. They talk about that too, where George Washington is like, and we will go by gallons instead of liters.
I know.
Yeah,
Stop confusing everyone.
setting up the metric system, how it makes no sense, and then they're going to talk
Right.
about football, and they're like, "In this football, sir, you won't do any kicking." They're like, "You will do some kicking," and like it's funny because it makes no sense about setting up America. Yeah, it's so
Well,
funny.
we had that conversation the last time with Pop discussing football. Well, football here is not soccer.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, soccer is.
But God, don't you ever say that over there, man. They'll lynch you.
Yeah.
Boo says a pound and a quid being the same thing. See, all right, that's what I was confused. You got to, what the hell's a quid?
Yeah. Yep. Like 10 quid is 10 pounds. Yep.
Yeah. So it's a learning curve.
Yeah, I know
It
all
really
that.
is.
I know all that because I watch a ton of YouTube channels, car stuff that I love watching the YouTube car guys from the UK, and like Wheeler Dealers is a program that I would watch like on the paid programs and stuff.
Right.
So they would always go to like barter and like buy cars off of like Marketplace and be like, they only wanted 3,200 quid for it, and I knew that was, so I that's how I know about all that stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's totally lost on me. So when somebody says something, I'll think, oh shit, but I gotta look that up. How much was that?
Right.
Just like when I watch these programs and it's all based out of Vietnam. And these poor women go through all the struggle to gather all of these vegetables or whatever they're going to sell. And they're selling it for like 32,000, Vietnamese dollars.
Yeah, like 50 billion.
And I'll look it up and it's like $1 or something. They're making like 50 cents. I'm like, are you kidding me?
Yeah. But they're getting like 50 billion.
Yeah.
And it's like $3.
I look it up. I go, oh my God, she just busted her ass and she made $3. It's slave wages. I have a pen pal. I've known her for 40 plus years. Oh, see, so you got the inside scoop. My friend's no longer with us. And because same thing like with food, when we were discussing, like, I'm making pasties, I said one time. And she goes, well, what the heck are pasties?
Yeah.
So I had to explain to her that, it's a pastry. It's a sweet tasting pastry. And the filling is pudding, of your choice, chocolate, vanilla, lemon, whatever. And she asked me a question that just blew my mind. She goes, well, what is pudding? And I was like, what?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm like, you guys don't have Jello pudding over there? She goes, no, I don't know what that is.
You're like, don't you know who Bill Cosby is?
I says, okay, I didn't even think of that. She would have laughed. But I says, okay, the closest thing I could think for you guys, maybe custard. So she goes, oh, okay. So I said, this way I gave her a frame of reference of what pudding is. It never dawned on me that they didn't have pudding. Because their pudding is different than what we call pudding.
I just realized what Sage Rat is talking about. Did you see the ISD?
Wait. I must ISD. And did she said a joke about
Her
ghosts in a bar?
no. So she said
Oh, ISD. Okay.
her cat walked on the keyboard. So I'm like looking at her keyboard and
Okay. Yeah, the cat walked on the
I can
keyboard.
see how her cat. I'm looking at my keyboard walked on
Yeah.
her keyboard. That's funny. Hi, kitty.
That's why I gotta lock everything out, man, because the dog will be all over me.
Yeah, if your dog walked on your keyboard, it would be like
Broken.
stomp. Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be broken. It's so weird. We buy petrol. Yeah, see, you guys call it petrol. We call it gasoline in liters, but we still calculate fuel economy with miles per gallon. Yeah, I know. See, isn't that really weird?
Right. It's
Yeah.
funny because you have a comedian that's making fun of us, but they could still go ahead and go and make fun of themselves.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And that's what this guy does. He's killing me. I can't remember his name because he's really funny. I love it when he does a skit when he's going to the dentist. Freaking hilarious.
Hmm.
I have to look it up and send it to you because he's really, really funny. Yeah, I wouldn't know what that was either, Laura. I've never heard of it before. Oh, you never heard of a pasty? Wow, you're missing out. Oh my God, they're so good.
Yeah, a lot of people haven't though, Laura, because it's a Utica thing.
Yeah, you're right.
It's like greens.
Yep, half
Utica
moons,
Utica greens, half moons,
tomato
people
pie.
tomato pot. Yeah. A lot of people are like, ew, that's gross with tomato pie.
No, it's the best.
I know it is. Well, me and
Chicken
you know.
riggies.
Yep, chicken riggies. People don't know what the heck that is.
Guys, missing out on all this good stuff.
Hmm.
See, I grew up, my grandmother always made pasties. And when my grandmother passed, I got her pasty tins and the recipe. And I haven't made them in a while. But it's just it's a sugary dough. And you put them in a tin to make the shape. And then you fill it with the pudding of your choice. And we mostly like chocolate. My father likes vanilla. I've got people that love lemon. Whatever kind of pudding you like, you put in there.
Mm,
And they're just really great.
sounds so good.
Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm going to have to make them. And see, the thing is, I would share that recipe, but the thing is, if you don't have the tins, you can't make them. You have to have the pasty tins. It's
Yeah.
a little cup size fluted tin that you put the dough in to make the pasties. Something that's not quite good enough, goodish. I prefer Brighton, and we're proud warriors. Uh, I've never been comfortable with British. British implies something that's not good enough or goodish. Okay. I get you. I get you. I get you. Okay, now I'm hungry. Yeah, I'm getting hungry too. I came here to Quebec, and they serve raisin pie. Okay, I've never heard of that one. It was like, what the heck is that? Don't get me started on the meat pie. I've never seen or heard of it, and not a fan. A meat pie. Well, we have meat pies. Actually, well, they're called turnovers here, and it's a Lebanese dish, which is it's a turnover. So, like if you're making like apple turnovers or whatever, this is filled with a meat mixture, which is really good, and they're baked. Pasties. I'm sorry, the name just sounds nice. Oh, I'm telling you, you got to look it up online.
Yeah. Booberry, that's the reaction everybody has. Pusty.
I
It
don't know
does
why they
sound like
call them that.
pusty.
Yeah, I don't know why they call them that, but no,
And
they're
I
good.
agree. It does sound like a turnoff, but if you had one, you'd be like,
I
it,
need more.
yeah, they are good. And I agree. It's like I can remember like when I was a kid, I didn't think anything of the name. All I knew is my eyes saw it first. So when I heard the name, all I knew was I have to taste this thing.
Right, it's like a little pie. That's
Yeah.
all it is. It's like a little pie. This is a little pie filled with meat, nothing but meat. Is it like mincemeat?
Yeah, it must be minced meat.
I don't like mincemeat. Ugh, no, I don't like it. My mother-in-law loved it. Oh, they cover it with ketchup when they eat it. Oh, see, I'm not a big fan of ketchup. I put it on hamburgers and French fries. That's about it.
And home
My
fries?
son, my son will put it on everything, but no, I don't put it on home fries.
What do you do? Just salt and pepper on home
Yeah,
fries?
pepper. That's it.
Yeah.
At least it's not pustule. Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but look it up, boo. Just pasties pastry, and you'll see it's just all is like a little pie filled with pudding.
Yeah. And the ones that
It
have
is.
like a big giant wart on them, those are the vanilla.
Those are vanilla. Yeah, that's how they market that it's vanilla with a little knob on the top.
Yeah. Which makes it seem even more nasty.
But it takes. They're very pretty looking. They're just I have no clue why they call them that.
I haven't had one of those in years.
Oh, there's a place on Mohawk Street. Oh, I forget the name of it, but you can't miss it. It's a little Italian bakery, and it's the lady's like 100 years old, and man, she knows what she's doing.
Mm.
Cookies and bread and any kind of pusty flavor you want, she's got there. I stopped in there once. She gave me one for free. It was pumpkin. It was pumpkin flavor. It tasted
Yeah.
like a mini pumpkin pie. I said, "Oh my god, this is good."
Oh, yeah. That sounds awesome. I love pumpkin.
Yeah, you got a message.
Yeah, it's my other phone.
Oh, Bill's rich. He's got an other phone.
No, it's like my old one that is not connected to anything. It's just connected to the internet, and I don't know why it keeps doing that.
You're getting updates. Yeah, my other one's off. Actually, mine fell on the floor. I got to go behind my nightstand. I got to pick it up. I forgot about it. Cornish pastries are delicious. They used to make them for the miners, and they would put meat in them one end and fruit on the other. Lunch in an edible box. Oh, actually, I've heard of those. Okay, she looked it up. Regional nickname for pastacati, if I said that right, a type of
Yes.
filled Italian pastry. Yeah, it's like a little pie, mini pie.
Yes. Pussycat. Yes, I remember
That's
that.
all it is. I don't know. To me, cinnamon, ginger, and nutmeg and meat is just wrong. Yeah, that's what you're talking about. You're talking about mince pie.
Ew, there's cinnamon in it?
Yes. Ugh.
That doesn't.
It's an acquired taste. Put it that way. And like I said, my mother-in-law couldn't wait for this time of year because this is when they start making them in the stores and stuff. And she would get one. Oh, and I tried it once. I'm thinking, oh, this is bad. This is bad. Of course, maybe because it was store made.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I just yeah. I think I have to make some. Oh, I love empanadas. I am. I haven't made those in forever either. See, Sage, you're bad now. Oh my god, I love a good empanada. Nice. We call those hand pies, Laura. At least where I used to live. You see, each place has a different, like what we call half moon cookies. In New York City, they call them black and whites. So everybody has a different name, but it might be the same damn thing. It's
Yeah.
oh damn, I haven't had an empanada in so freaking. Oh yeah, I used to make those all the time too. Oh, Roger's right about that. Yeah, they don't always take out all of the seeds. I
Roger that.
Yeah, never is biting down on one of those. Oh God. Whatever happened to the little Hostess or Drake pastry pies? They used to fill them with apples and chocolate. Oh, yeah.
They
You know
still have
what?
them.
They're really hard to find. I haven't found them around here anymore. But
They,
when George and I go up towards Pulaski, there's a gas station mini mart place. They've got them, and we always grab a few.
yeah, I was gonna say they still have them in gas stations.
Yeah, they're really hard to find. Used to love those too.
Yep, love those things. The cherry
Just like
ones.
chunky candy bars. You know how hard it is to find a chunky candy bar?
Dude, there was a Frasier episode where you remember for the show Frasier
Yeah.
where Niles was getting heart surgery and the dad Martin he was in for surgery and he looked over at the vending machine. He was like, "Is that a chunky in there?"
Oh, yes, I do remember that.
It,
Yes.
yeah, and so he couldn't get the chunky
Couldn't get it out.
yeah, but he wanted that chunky.
Yeah.
He's like, I haven't had a chunky in years.
They're hard to find. And actually, it was the last time that we went up to Plasky there last month. We stopped at that gas station where they have the pies, and there my husband spotted them. He bought 4.
I think Dollar General sells chunkies.
I don't know, but holy crap. He was like, oh my God. He grabbed them.
Uh,
It's funny how the things that, we grew up with and you're thinking they're always going to be there. And especially if it's really good, like Wonder Bakery, and they used to have the outlet store. We used to get
yeah.
our bread, and I had, a big freezer in the basement. I used
Mhm.
to fill it up with bread. You get a ton of loaves of bread and buns and all that, for like $10.
Yeah.
And they got rid of it. And I'm thinking, you got to be kidding me.
Yeah, they used to have an Entenmann's one on 365. Remember where the Joel's Steakhouse used to be?
Yep.
There used to be like an Entenmann's
Yep.
over there.
Well, see, anything that, gives the working man a break, they took away.
I know.
Because I know that when they shut down the operations here at the Wonder Bakery, that's when the stores started disappearing. Oh, hello, Sir Wayne. Good morning or
Yo,
afternoon, I
Wayne.
should say for you. I mean, the building's still there, so I don't know if they're still running stuff out of there or not. But I used to love driving down there because the whole area smelled like fresh, bread all the time. It's great.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm thinking that they're not using that factory anymore because you don't smell that anymore.
Of course not.
Why keep any of the factories here?
Well, that they move out of New York
Yeah.
because of taxes. It's too expensive to be here. All the factories move out of New York State.
Well, they pretty much move out of the country altogether.
Well, that too, but most of them move down south where the
Yeah.
taxes are more friendly. Like look at Remington Arms. They're
Yeah.
gone.
Yeah. Which blows my mind. They've been here since day one.
Yep.
And they shut up shop.
Yep. Gone.
Actually, Ryan was working there
Oh, really?
at one point. I don't know if he was still there when they shut down. I don't know if he went back to laboratory work or not, but yeah. And because George was thinking about going to work there at one time, and I go, nah, because they always lay off hundreds of people at Christmas time. I says, and that you're going to be on that list, so forget it. Same thing. Well, that's what happened with my dad's company when he worked. It was called. It was in Charlestown. Charlestown used to be called Univac, and it was an electronics factory. And my dad worked there, and he was building, computer boards and stuff back then.
Yeah.
And that's where all the wire and all the computer components come from that are in the basement. So
Gotcha.
they ended up moving down south, and they offered my father a huge amount of money to follow them down. But my mother didn't want to live down there because we lived down there when my father was in the military, and my mother hated it. Because the heat and the prejudice that was down there was rampant. My mother wasn't raised to hate somebody because of the color of their skin, and those people down there were bad news. I mean, when we were I remember my mother said when we were down there, my father was in the military, and she befriended other women. They were also, their husbands were in the military, and they'd be walking down the street, and if they saw a person of color coming, they would cross the street and go on the other side. And my mother's like, what are you doing? Oh, well, that person there. My mother's like, really? I mean, it's ridiculous.
What was Sage Rat said new people in our unit used to have to buy everyone pizza. Like what do you mean? New people in our unit.
Yeah. Well, at work or?
Yeah, like at work.
I love freshly made bread, especially tiger bread. What is tiger bread, Wayne? And I love to make bread too. It always makes the house smell so nice. Happiness. Family love to make homemade bread as much as I love the pain in the ass sometimes. Yeah, you gotta like baking. If you don't like baking, it's no fun. But here we go. What's tiger bread? Another mystery.
So yeah, she's saying that's odd. Why should you have to buy somebody like you have to?
I would say, well, I don't think so. You met the wrong person. I ain't flipping lunch for everybody.
Yeah, what?
Whatever. I mean, when we would have stuff like that at work, it was the managers or the owners of the business would
Right,
buy the employees lunch,
right. Why?
not expect the new employee, the guy that doesn't have a paycheck yet.
No, she's saying that the employees have to buy the new person lunch.
I mean, that's nice, but
Why would
it
that?
shouldn't be
I
mandatory.
know. What?
Or maybe because they're thinking because that person didn't have any money and couldn't afford to bring lunch.
Well,
So
then
so that would be nice.
that's then if that's a policy or something, that should be on the shoulders of the business, not the employees. Why is
Yeah. I don't know.
they're
People do
still working folk?
weird they
And
do
if it's a
weird things.
policy, it's up to the new person to bring their bagged lunch in.
Right. She says, yeah, I know they can least afford it. Yeah. You might know it as Dutch crunch bread. Nope, don't know that either. Tiger bread is just fresh bread with various herbs and cheese on top. Oh, yeah, that's good. We do have that here. What the hell do we call it here, Bill? It's a
Focaccia bread. I don't know.
well, you got the focaccia, but I think it's like a Italian cheese and herb bread. I something like that.
There you go. See, us
Something
calling
like
it what
that.
it is.
Yeah. Well, this is what's on it, and it's bread.
Yeah, Italian cheese, herb,
What is it that they have it like at
speckled.
Subway? What is it? The three cheese bread? Is that what it's called?
Yeah, something like
Okay, there you go.
yeah. No, Bill, they wanted the newbies to buy it. It was peer pressure, not mandatory. What?
Oh well, I don't succumb to peer pressure, so you know how they would have went.
That's messed
It's
up.
kind of like going to school and the bully says, "Give me your lunch money." It's like, yeah, bitch, get your own money. You ain't getting mine. It's called
Saves
tiger
that.
bread because the top of it's cracked and looks like tiger stripes. Oh, that's cool. Well, I'm gonna have to look that up. I want to see what that looks like. It's also not made with regular flour. They use rice flour, and that this makes it
Makes it
gluten
gluten
free.
free. Yeah.
Well, there's one for Michelle.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Yep.
Tell her to look it up. Tiger bread.
Because the bread that she uses, man, it's freaking nasty looking.
Nasty.
It looks like cardboard. Like when we eat like hamburgers,
Yep.
she pulls out her bread and it looks like graham cracker, the slices.
Oh.
Yeah.
And there's no other alternative besides that.
Yes, it's called tiger bread.
There
No,
you
I don't
go.
know. Uh
So
yeah.
that would suck because actually it was that one comedian there also would say, "Oh, gluten free." He goes, "You mean taste flavor free?" He goes, "Because gluten must be where the flavor is. Because
It,
most of the stuff is terrible."
it is, and it's a texture thing as well. Like she'll make like chocolate chip cookies, and I remember I didn't know that they were gluten free, and I ate one, and it's very gritty. They're very gritty and
Oh,
very gross, and like you immediately know that something's wrong with these. You're like,
all
what
right.
is up with these? Yeah,
Well, like the time that we were at your house, and she gave us a brownie. Of course, they were the gluten free brownies.
yeah,
They were good, but something was missing.
yeah, exactly. You just know. You're like, something's not right.
Right. And like I said, and I thought to myself, no, these are good. Because I remember saying it to her. But I said, I could tell that there's something's just not right. There's
Yeah,
something missing.
yeah. It's as if like if you had a brownie, but somebody said, now this is a fat free brownie, but I want you to try it, and you're like, yep, it's good, but something's missing.
Missing,
And
right?
you're like, well, because it's a fat free. And you're like, aha, I knew something was missing.
Right. I honestly think they're getting better about gluten-free stuff as well as vegan foods. You
Yeah,
know,
she's right. They are, because gluten is becoming more prevalent. The
right.
gluten free thing, it is becoming better. But yeah,
That it just would totally suck. Now, if she has it, what happens? She get really, really sick, or what happens?
yeah, she does. To be honest with you, like it goes right through her, and she'd be like end up on
Oh,
the commode.
yeah. Okay,
Yep,
understand that.
yep,
Well, that would be me because I'd eat it. I would. I would be so bad. It's
yeah.
just like not having a gallbladder, and there's a lot of things that I shouldn't eat because I don't have the gallbladder. And I'm thinking, well, screw that. If I want an egg, I'm going to eat an egg.
Yeah.
I'll just pay for it later. Kalani ghost hunters have been spending a lot more time in the UK and showing us foods difference. We use double in sugar in our breads than they do in the UK.
That's so true.
Yeah,
The
but then
U.S.
I've also seen programs where people have eaten they're used to the UK version of whatever, and then they'll try an American version, and they like the American better.
Well, yeah, that's because of all the corn syrup and stuff. Our stuff
Yeah.
tastes better, but it's uh, the U.S. food industry is poisoning us.
Well, even just like they tried chicken wings. Now they were school kids, and they tried them, and they said, "Oh my god, now I'm not gonna be able to get these because ours suck compared to American chicken wings."
Well, yeah, that's because of all the
And I'm like,
chemicals and processed.
"Wow,"
Yeah.
and it's just chicken wings, guys. So it's reducing your gluten intake will help with your fibro. Yeah, I'm screwed then because I'm not gonna. I mean, I don't go overboard with breads and stuff like that. Anyway, I'm not a big bread person.
Yeah,
I
I've
would
seen
eat
that
more
wrong.
Syrian bread if I could, but if you don't eat that all in one day, because there's no chemicals in it,
Yep.
it doesn't last very long. So it's like Italian bread, fresh Italian bread. If you don't eat that whole loaf at one meal, forget it. The next day it's like a rock.
Oh, dude, and I will. I'll eat the whole loaf.
I can't do that.
Oh my god. Especially Napoli's.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I
See,
love that.
George is a big bread whore. I mean, it's a little piece, and I'm good.
Especially Napoli's uh bread, the Italian bread, and then make toast out of it. Oh, it's so good.
Yeah, Italian toast is good.
Mm,
Now, see, I like sourdough bread,
I do too.
and I get that from the local company here, the Heidelberg.
Oh, yeah.
It's really good, and it makes awesome
The
toast.
Heidelberg.
Heidelberg. I like to make bread and rolls in a bread machine. So good. I had a bread machine, but it's too small. You go through all the whole process, and you get this little tiny loaf. And I'm thinking, well, my husband can make that a sandwich.
Well, what was that you said?
We're using a bread machine. Sage likes to use a bread machine.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
I just too small. Like I had one because my mother-in-law had it. She didn't like it, gave it to me. Of course, she didn't know how to work it. So I used it, and it worked great. But my husband goes, "That's big enough for me just to cut open and make a sandwich, like a sub with." I'm like, "Well, it's the size. What can I tell you?"
Yeah. He's like, well, get to making another batch.
Yeah, I don't think so. So yeah, I got rid of it.
Yeah.
I have bread pans. I just make it here, and
Yep.
it's just easier. Time eating the U.S. because everything is so salty. Yes, we do have a love for salt in this country, salt and sugar, and that's why I don't like to go out and eat that often because I can't control the salt and sugar intake. I just said, just tell them no salt. Yeah, that's what I tell them too. Don't salt anything. I'll take care of it myself because it doesn't need salt, to be honest with you. Most of the stuff that we eat, even though my husband's a salt freak, I always bitch at him. Christ's sakes, I use a little bit of salt when I'm making food. You shouldn't have to salt it at all, but he's looking for that salty taste. Where we're looking for the food taste. They have bigger ones that make bigger loaves. You had to look into that. I don't know. It's just the one we had was like, I'm like, oh my God, this is not big enough. I can't hold out. I need a sandwich. Sorry, Roger. Poor Roger. He's all emaciated, dragging himself into the kitchen.
Yeah, I'm getting there too.
Food, food. Okay, let me have you hop into reading the story for today. And then everybody can take off and go get something to eat. Okay, this one I thought was pretty cool. It was called The Shadow Collector.
Ooh.
Do the evil laugh, Bill.
Okay, here we go.
Perfect.
All
It
right.
was a quiet night in the small town of Hollowsmere, the kind where the wind barely whispered and the stars hid behind a shroud of gray clouds. Elias Crane, a man of 34 who lived alone in a creaky old house at the edge of town, went to bed as he always did, exhausted from his shift at the lumber mill. He didn't dream much anymore, not since his wife had left years ago, taking the color from his life. That night, though something felt off, the air in his room was colder, sharper, like a blade pressed against his skin. He shrugged it off, pulled the quilt tighter, and drifted into an uneasy sleep. When Elias woke the next morning, the world seemed wrong. The light streamed through his cracked bedroom window with was dimmer than usual, as though the sun itself had lost its nerve. He rubbed his eyes and swung his legs over the side of the bed, his bare feet brushing the cold wooden floor. That's when he noticed, or rather didn't notice, his shadow was gone. He stood still, staring at the patch of floor where it should have been. The sunlight slant across the room, painting long, dark shadows from the chair, the dresser, the crooked lamp, but nothing stretched out from his own body. He waved his hands, stepped side to side, even jumped, but the space beneath him remained empty. His heart thudded in his chest, a dull, sick rhythm. Sorry, rhythm. My God, I lost my place, guys. His heart thudded in his chest, a dull, sick rhythm. Shadows didn't just disappear, they were constant, tethered to you like a silent twin. Yet his was nowhere to be found. Elias tried to shake it off. Maybe it was a trick of the light, or maybe he was still half asleep. He dressed quickly, avoiding the mirror, and headed into town. The streets of Hollowmere were quiet, as always, a few townfolk shuffling about their business with the same tired expressions. But Elias walked past the bakery. Something caught his eye. A figure leaning against the lamppost across the street. It was a man he didn't recognize, tall and thin, wrapped in a long, tattered coat that hung off of him like shredded skin. The man's face was obscured by a wide brim hat, but what stopped Elias cold was the shadow trailing behind him wasn't the stranger's shadow, it was his. Elias knew it instantly. The faint haunt in the shoulder, in the way it stretched just a little too long at the edges. It moved with the stranger, mimicking his slight sway, but it was unmistakably Elias's own silhouette. His breath caught in his throat as the man tripped or tipped his hat slightly, revealing a glimpse of pale, hollow eyes that locked onto him for a moment before the figure turned and slipped down the alley. Elias stumbled after him, his mind racing. The alley was narrow, choked with shadows that seemed to twist and wither against the brick walls. He called out, his voice crackling, "Hey, wait!" But the man was gone, leaving only the echoes of footsteps and a faint, oily scent in the air, like burnt hair and wet earth. Elias stood there trembling, staring at the ground where his shadow should have been. It wasn't just missing, it had been taken. That night, Elias couldn't sleep. He sat in his kitchen, a single bulb flickering overhead, casting jagged shadows across the room. Every creak of the house made him jump. Every flicker of the light sent his eyes darting to the floor. Around midnight, he heard it, a soft tapping at the window. He froze, his coffee mug halfway to his lips. The tapping grew louder, insistent, like fingernails drumming on glass. Against his better judgment, he crept to the window and peered out. There, in the yard, stood the stranger. The moonlit framed him, his coat billowing slightly in the breeze. And there, sprawling across the grass, was Elias's shadow. Darker now, sharper, as though it had been polished to a cruel edge. The man raised a gloved hand and beckoned, his head tilting in an unnatural way, like a puppet jerking or jerked by unseen strings. Elias stumbled back, his heart pounding so hard he thought it might burst. The tapping stopped, but when he looked again, the man was gone. The shadow, though, remained. It stretched across the yard, reaching towards the house. Days passed, and Elias became a ghost of himself. He stopped going to work, stopped answering the phone. The shadow followed him now, not attached to his feet, but lurking just outside, out of sight. Sorry, guys. Sliding along the walls, pulling in the corners, watching him. He could feel it, a cold weight pressing against his mind, whispering things he couldn't quite hear. And then there was the stranger. Elias saw him everywhere, standing at the edge of the woods, reflected in shop windows, even peering from the attic window of his own house. When he came home one evening, each time the man wore Elias's shadow like a trophy, flaunting it. One night, driven by mad exhaustion and fear, Elias decided to confront him. He grabbed a flashlight and a kitchen knife and marched into the woods, where he'd last seen the stranger. The trees loomed overhead, their branches clawing at the sky, and the air grew thick with that same oily stench. He found the man standing in a clearing, his back turned to Elias. Shadows splayed out before him like a rug. "Who are you?" Elias shouted, his voice trembling. "What do you want?" The stranger turned slowly, his hat lifted to reveal his face. That wasn't a face at all, just a hollow expand of skin, smooth and featureless, except for those pale, unblinking eyes. When the man spoke, his voice was low and guttural, like the wind scraping through dead leaves. "I'm the shadow collector," he said, "and yours is a fine one." Elias lunged, knife raised, but the man didn't move. The blade passed through him as though he were smoke, and Elias stumbled forward, landing hard on the ground. The collector loomed over him, his shadow, Elias's shadow, curling upward like tendrils of ink. "It's mine now," the collector hissed. "But don't worry. I'll leave you something in return." Before Elias could scream, the shadow surged forward, wrapping around him, seeping into his skin. It wasn't his anymore. It was something else, something cold and alive and wrong. He clawed at his arms, his face, but it sank deeper, fusing with him. The collector watched, his eyeless gaze gleaming, then turned and vanished into the trees. When Elias stumbled back to town, no one recognized him. His face was not his own, but something about him had shifted. His movements were jerky, his eyes too wide, too dark, and behind him trailed a shadow that wasn't his. A twisted, jagged thing that twerked and withered, as though it had a mind of its own. The townfolk whispered about the man who lost himself in the woods, about the thing that followed him now. Elias didn't even speak anymore. He just sat in his house, staring at the walls, feeling the shadow inside him grow heavier each day. And somewhere deep in the woods, the shadow collector smiled, his collection growing one stolen piece at a time. And there you go, guys. A booga booga booga.
Very good.
Stay out of the
Ver-
woods.
Awesome.
Get in the dark where you don't have a shadow. That's right. Yep. Too late. It got him.
Too late.
It got him.
Bum, bum, bum.
Oh boy. Yeah, I know they never have a face. What the hell?
That's tradition.
That's right. That's what makes it creepy. No face. The faceless man.
Yeah. Or eyes. Their eyes are black holes sometimes.
Right, right.
Yeah.
And not for nothing. If you found something like that, following you around,
Yeah.
don't go to the police or nothing. Just, let me go take care of it myself.
And hold a conversation with it as well.
The typical creepy, guidelines for spooky stories and movies. I always say that, like, when they get the creepy horror movies and then the girls follow them into the woods. Oh, yeah, screw that. I'm going the other way.
Right. Yeah.
Or, there's something in the basement.
Yeah.
Let me go check. Oh, look, the lights aren't working. Well, I'm closing the door.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's no way when you hear something say that, or, we got something weird like that going on. I think that's what frustrates me the most about spooky movies. It's always got, you got the bimbo chicks in the wrong shoes and,
Yeah.
they're running through the woods and, oh, I've twisted my ankle. I said, good, you deserve to get it.
Right. They always get their comeuppance
Yeah.
for wearing those stupid shoes.
Or they, don't run to the car and get away. Run into the woods.
Yeah. Well, they always, when they do run to the car, it's usually locked as well.
Right,
so,
right.
Yeah.
Oh, and where are the keys? Oh, they're in the car. And
Yeah.
oh,
But then they drop the keys.
So yeah, it just frustrates me. Just once I'd like to have a movie like that and have the tables turn where, the victim becomes, the hunter and goes after the spooky guy just once.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it just stuff says Bill stay out of the woods. I know he's got him right in his backyard.
I have been, yeah. And you know what? It's a little creepy now because at night the leaves are falling, off the trees. So it's dark, and so every time a leaf falls off a tree, it makes a noise. So it always sounds like there's something out there. So
Yeah, so that's the thing. Now this is the time to go and scare the crap out of Bill in the garage.
yeah,
So that, he could, pop us in the face with something.
yeah, a 40 cal.
Yeah, I want that. I don't want you to pop a cap in my ass. So. Let's see. No, but no one expects to be hunted by crazy serial killers. Yeah, but I'm saying, but that's the thing. I don't know. That's just the way I look at it. You just get sick and tired of the poor femme fatale. Oh, whatever. If you can't get your ass up and run, then you shouldn't have been there in the first place.
Right.
It's like I was just watching. Actually, it was this morning. Spooky things that happen on campouts, and this guy was camping with his dog, and they heard something late at night, and the dog took off after it. And then the dog didn't come back. The guy kept calling the dog. This was in Germany. Ooh. And so the guy was looking around all for the dog all the next day. Nothing. And then he was squatted down by a tree, checking something on his phone. And the next thing you know, all of a sudden an arrow comes flying through the air and hits the tree that's in front of the guy. And the guy's like, oh, crap. And he scooted around to the opposite side of the tree, to get out of the target range. Next thing you know, on the side that he's hiding on, 3 more arrows.
Yeah.
You see somebody move so fast in her life.
I saw that one, or I saw that same thing you're talking about.
Yes.
Yep.
I mean, thank God his dog came back. Yeah. And the guy got out of there, but somebody was hunting him.
Yes. Spooky.
Yeah. Let's see, Bill. Those are not leaves. Those are demons. Come on, dude, bro. Learn how it is. Dude, bro.
Dude, bro, learn
I
how.
can see Bill running through the yard yelling, dude or bro.
Yeah.
His wife would get on the phone. You need to bring the padded wagon for my husband.
There was one time I was walking back to the house, and out in my neighbor's field, it was right where like I have my dumpster. I was walking back to the house, and I know it was a deer, but it stomped and snorted, so it was a buck,
Oh.
and it scared the life out of me.
Yeah.
And I ran back into the garage. It was just at night, so it was obviously bedding down in the hedgerow, and I didn't want the thing to attack me because they have horns and they'll come after you.
Sure they will.
So I told my wife, I said, "Can you please do me a favor?" Now it's not a long walk, but I said, "Can you please do me a favor? Will you get in the car and come up and get me because I'm freaked out right now." It snorted and stomped, and it like kind of charged out and then ran back into the hedgerow, and I'm like, I'm not
Taking the
chancing.
chance, right?
Yeah, that was a few years ago.
Yeah, it's well, and especially, I mean, if it was during rut season, that's bad because he will chase you down and gore you. So it's
Yep. So, and I didn't have any pew pews on me.
see,
If I had a pew pew, I would have went, but I
he would
didn't.
have become dinner.
Yeah, absolutely. So,
Venison's what's for dinner tonight.
yeah.
Bring the buck knife. I got to do some cleaning.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, it's fair play. I mean, if you gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, absolutely. So, but yeah, that was freaky, man. I was like, "Oh, all right." I like went right back in,
Yeah.
and
So, yeah, you never know what they're gonna do. I mean, we run upon them all the time, but and we keep a pretty good distance. Actually, one time, and of course, this was up at the Parkway, and we were just sitting there, and there was a young buck in the field, and George got out, and I'm like, George, no, I'm all right, I'm all right, and he stood there, and the deer was actually curious, and he come really close to George, and he just kept staring at him,
yeah,
and then I would say about 2 feet away, just staring at him, and George stood still, and he sniffed the air, and then he just turned away and walked back to the woods.
yeah.
So he was lucky. But we've had him where we've been camping, and I'm getting dinner out on the table, and we've got one that shows up, and actually we were making bologna sandwiches. He wanted the bologna sandwich. I'm like, get out of here, go get your own dinner. He let us pet him, but I'm like, no, you're not getting the sandwich. Get out of here.
Well, you knew it was the expensive bologna.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
Yeah, the boar's head bologna there. It was the good stuff.
yeah. It's like that ain't no Oscar Mayer, man.
Oh, that was the good stuff.
Yeah.
And then there is one time, I think I told you guys, which I should put that video out so you can see, where we were driving through Old Forge and there was a deer in a parking lot. And we had just bought a bag of cinnamon sugar donuts. And George has always wanted to hand feed a deer. And so he held it up. And the deer, she walked right over to the truck, stuck her head in the truck, and was eating the donut out of George's hand. And George is petting her. And I'm like,
Wow.
hurry up, because we'll get caught. We'll get in trouble. Because they don't want you feeding the deer. And boy, then the rest of them started coming. I'm thinking, great, now we get the whole herd showing up for the donuts. But he was just having a blast.
You know what bugs me the most about that story?
That you didn't get the donut?
Well, kinda that you were giving it the cinnamon powdered. Those are my favorite. I love those. Were they the Entenmann
No.
ones?
There's the donut shop that's in Eagle Bay. They make homemade donuts every morning. And everybody goes there and gets donuts and coffee in the morning.
Well, that sounds good.
And we
whatever,
drove up
'cause
early that morning so George could get his cinnamon donuts.
Oh, well, you know the Entenmann's super soft. Oh,
Yeah.
I love those. They're so good.
So here he's giving donuts. I said, great, giving donuts to the deer. They loved it.
That's kind of like the thing here. Like everybody, like my daughters, they love the cinnamon. So like I think when we get those, like everybody's like, all right, we all like the cinnamon ones the best. Then it's the powdered ones, and then nobody eats the plain ones except for me. I do like the plain ones. They're
I
okay,
think
you
they're
know.
too. They have an aftertaste to me. So I like the chocolate ones.
Oh yeah, like those don't have that waxy aftertaste.
Not as bad as the plain ones, to be honest. Yeah, I think the
What?
chocolate. I think
The
the
plain,
chocolate kills it.
dude, they're the same. Yeah, I was gonna say it's the same
Yeah,
thing
it's just that the
underneath.
chocolate kills that aftertaste.
Yeah,
Food,
exactly,
I know,
Sage.
I know. We're at
I
the
know.
3-hour
Yeah,
mark,
and
I
on that
know.
note, yeah, I was gonna say on that note, I got dishes to
So
do.
we're gonna just wrap it up, guys. Thanks for hanging with us, talking food and movies and conspiracy
Yeah,
crap, anything and everything. Share the wealth,
yeah,
baloney for everyone. That's right, baloney for everyone. Woo!
yeah. Speaking of that, I haven't made fried bologna in a while.
There
I
you
got to do
go.
that.
Now we know what
We haven't.
Bill's gonna have.
We haven't. Well, she hasn't been buying bologna. I told her don't for a while because we were getting sick of it. But now I got to have her start buying some
Yeah,
more
gotta
bologna.
get on it. So
Yep.
until then, guys, thanks for hanging out for the morning brew. I hope you guys enjoyed it, enjoyed the story. Thanks for who donated. Also, and I share the story with the ones that didn't mention. I actually made my first sale in my merch shop, and I really
Yeah.
appreciate that. Oh, I was so excited. So I'm glad that I'm doing it right, and you guys are liking it. And so let's see. Next morning brew is a Sunday. So, Bill, are you going to be going live Saturday? Correct?
Oh yeah, Saturday. Everybody, yeah, tune in. I'm gonna be making a fool of myself and playing some metal on guitar.
Yes.
So we'll see how that goes. I think I'm gonna shoot for 8 o'clock, guys.
Okay. Good. Cool. Cool. Cool.
8 o'clock Eastern Standard
Works
Time.
for me. Works for me. You guys have a great one too. Enjoy your day, guys.
Yeah, bye everybody. Thanks for tuning in.